New timeline. Welcome to Patrick Roberts, our new timeline.
Did I make it? Am I on air? I don't see myself. Oh, shit. Okay, guys. As you can see, I'm working with a new set. So, how's everybody doing? Yeah, thank you very much. I'm trying to get myself up on here because I am doing a lot of things different. And there I am. So I am live. You know, it's like I don't know why I didn't pop up on my laptop. But okay, so this is my new background. You guys see me? I don't like this. I don't like this setup. I love my background, but I'm filming from my phone. And doing the chat from my laptop and stuff, and this is like I'm like way behind here, so this is not going to work. I'm going to have to switch it over to my laptop, I think. Anyways, so how's everybody doing? I don't even know if I can even operate anything from here. Okay, so boy, I shouldn't have did it this way. Yeah, I'm like so far behind from the time I talk. This laptop is like at least 10 seconds behind. You'll get used to it. It looks good. I like the ME background. Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna change it up a little bit. There's some things that I just did quick of the moment, you know, so we could get it done, and I was excited about getting this up and going, and Rationally did a majority of it, and she made sure to tell me to tell you guys that I did the little pictures with the Mandela effect things. Yeah, that was all me. You know, I don't know. I think the reason why I had the which you guys can't probably read, the little stains in it, you know, I got to get used to looking up at this camera now. I'm used to looking that way at the camera. So I was used to, you know, I was kind of, we all know what the Mandela effects are and everything. But the new people that come in, you know, I wanted them to be able to see what it was like the old way and what it's like, you know, now and stuff. So I'll be changing it up. It's just stuff I did, you know, real quick. But yeah. So if anybody would, oh, how am I going to do that? If anybody wants to come on, I literally have to get up and run it from there, don't I? We're gonna try some. I'm gonna try something here. I am going to come in on my laptop too and see how that works. Okay. So enter broadcast. All right. And let's boot this guy out of here. And let's add this guy in here. There we go. That's better. I like this better. I like this better. Okay, now I am starting to. I don't need this anymore. So let's do this. Can you hear me now? Hear me now? So let's, hold on. All right. Let's see. Can you guys hear me? All right. All right. What a way to get my new background kicked off. I don't even know what I'm doing. Hey, Chloe. Okay, so this is the new background. So do you guys notice everything? Can you kind of see everything that's let's see if we can back this up a little bit. All right, let's back this up. There we go. There. Let's change a little color. There we go. Let's get it nice and dark in here. Let's get a party time. Let's get some light on the subject. There. My fellow Americans, I come to you live from an apartment building on 23rd Avenue. And I'm here to tell you that you're all wimps. That you all need to fight for humanity. Want to take me to Funky Town? Hey, let's get some. Let's try a little auto. How's that? All right. I'll put a link in the chat again since nobody wants to come on here? No? Huh? Nobody wants to come on? Come on, we got lots to talk about tonight. I ain't wasting. I did all this for you guys. And now I can't even get a freaking guest on? Are you kidding me? Hello, all you beautiful peeps. Oh, yeah. Where's my paperwork? I need to shout out the truth channels. Let's start with Elgo, Truth Channel. Very good. Very good. Streaming audio is lagging. Great. Great. Hidden in Jesus. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. We'll get this shit up and running. Yeah, I'll go get your damn ass in here. I'm gonna let you guys stare at the wall while if I leave, we'll be able to still see the wall. Okay. All right. I gotcha.
Welcome to Patrick Roberts, our new timeline.
I knew we'd get everything figured out sooner or later. What is all in all, it was just a brick in the wall. So how am I doing now? Everything coming in good? All right. So tonight, I guess I'm on my own. So this will be a nice short show. Let's talk about face masks. I am sick and tired of going out and seeing people with face masks. So I am going to just walk up to people and start ripping their face mask off. And then I'm going to cough on them. I'm going to say, hey, there's nothing to worry about. How long do you think it'll take me to be put in jail? Hey, I'll go. How's it going?
Yeah, I kind of wouldn't do that face mask plan that you have.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think it would be a good idea.
It's not going to work out real well. But I am going to drop a link in the chat to the YouTube chat, which is literally 10 or 15 seconds slower. And it's facemaskusa.com. And the answer is the offensively fake face mask. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
It's awesome.
What's it called?
The offensively fake face mask.
Yeah, nope, I have not seen that one.
it's a mesh. Hey, Bolt Gun, sorry, it's a mesh face mask that doesn't do anything except for go around your ears and cover part of your face. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
And
you
it's
know
only
what?
$9.
You know what the nurse would tell me when I wore my V for Vendetta mask, not that one that lights up. She told me that that's inappropriate.
I love the new back wall, though. You guys did a great job.
Thank you. Yeah, I really like it. Rationally did a really good job with it. So
Did you guys install the brick, or is that part of the apartment?
I just have to figure out the lighting now. The brick Rationally did. She did that all by. Yeah, she did that all by herself. I don't think the landlord would be too mad. We tore this wall out, and she came over and she laid the brick.
Nice, that's fantastic.
No, you ever hear of what's it called? Contact paper.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You'd never know it.
Yeah, I know. Rationally did this at her house, and it looks like she got a fireplace and everything. And I really liked it. And I had no idea what she had planned for here. I mean, I love the brick over at her house. So I think that that's probably what why she did the brick, because I liked it over at her house.
Well, yeah, and your intro with Rick Swain talking about welcome to Patrick Roberts, our new timeline. I like that too. That you're stepping it up, buddy.
With Rick Swain.
Didn't he do the voice for your intro?
Oh no, that was Propagate This Light.
Oh, got it. Sounded like Rick to me.
Yeah, no, that was Propagate This Light. Rationally says elbow cough. I don't know what that means, but
hey, Rationally, she was trying to do the emoji, I think, and it didn't work out because it has the colon in the front and the back. So I'm gonna shut up. Say hi to Bolt Gun.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. I seen you were on earlier. I was busy. I apologize. I couldn't jump in there. I was like really busy.
Well, hey, I got up and got my foot caught in the daggone charger cord on my computer and upset it. And when I grabbed for it, I broke a damn screen on it.
Oh, that's the new one, right?
Yeah, man, that brand new computer my old lady got me. It ain't about 2 weeks old, and I broke it.
You broke the screen?
Getting the display fixed. It where I grabbed it, I pinched it so hard with my thumb, it snapped the screen on it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man. I had a bad day today, dude. Went in my daggone Suburban. That thing needed a water pump on it, so I went there. And I'll just get the hoses and the belts and everything. That shit was like $280. And then I get home, and when I'm taking the serpentine belt off, the damn power steering pump is bad. The bushing in the front of that thing's bad. So now I got the whole front of the motor tore off that thing out here in the driveway. I got sick of working on that, and I come in and started that live stream and broke my damn computer.
Wow.
Good ass day.
That is a bad day.
Did you when you bought did you buy the insurance thing?
Well, I don't know. Hell, the paperwork for that thing, she got it from the PX from me. We can one of the benefits they give you from when you're 100% disabled is you can still go on base and go into the PX and use stuff. So we just ordered it online, and it came with the paperwork. But we can't find that paperwork. It sat over there on the kitchen table in the corner there for a long time, and I moved it somewhere, and I don't know what the heck I did, but I'm pretty sure it did because it was a pretty expensive computer. Well, I mean,
Oh
hell,
man,
it ain't got nothing to do with it, but usually it comes from the PX. It comes with like a year protection or something.
yeah, yeah. Man, I'm sorry.
Oh man, it was stupid. It was my stupidity. Just wasn't paying attention, man.
Yeah, I mean, shit like that happens. I get caught up in all these cords all the fucking time, man. I'm lucky I haven't pulled the laptop off the table yet.
I've always had a junk ass laptop, one of them $300 or $400 or something, one that somebody handed down to me. I take it to a computer shop and have it, cleaned up or whatever. And I finally go ahead and, or she gets me a nice one, and then I did that to it.
Tragedy strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hopefully you'll get shit straightened out. I hope you do because I hate to. You were so happy with that laptop. I mean, you're like a different person.
Yeah.
It seemed very happy. You're starting a live stream and everything. So I hope
Well,
you get that.
the damn thing only works for, I'm on there 15 or 20 minutes, and then something happens, it starts messing up. But I'll tell you what I think it was now. I wouldn't, it wouldn't download the new update or whatever the hell it is because it's an iPhone. Because it always, in the morning, it would always say update not installed because your phone was not plugged in.
Oh.
And I think it wasn't an internet problem as much as it was the damn phone. They won't let them work right unless you do that.
Is it an Android or an iPhone?
It's an iPhone.
Yeah, I tell you, I have a work iPhone, and when I don't update the downloads, it does the same thing. It jacks with my text, it jacks with everything. And I talked to my boss. I'm like, dude, you can have it back and just call me on my phone number if you want. He's like, no, it's fine. We don't care. But yeah, unless you follow their plan and their updates, it will screw with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally don't like iPhone.
Well, just like I'm sorry. Go ahead, Patrick.
Well, I was just gonna say I have an iPhone. I'm sick of it. Everything you have to pay through iPhone. I mean, just to download a free app, you have to have your credit card on file.
Right.
It's like, yeah, I don't like iPhone.
You gotta have everything in the cloud. You gotta have an iCloud account.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to have an iPhone password, and it's more of a hassle. As soon as I'm done with this contract, I'm going back to an Android, and I've had an iPhone for 4 or 5 years now.
That's about
so it'll be new going back to Android.
Hey, Patrick, do you use all the apps and all the nonsense that they give you? Or do you use it to talk and text?
No, I mean, I do the talk and text. I use YouTube from there. I do a lot of streaming. I watch YouTube videos. I watch Netflix and stuff on there.
Oh, got it. Okay. Because I found a phone for people that just want to talk and text that comes, of course, not from the U.S. but it does use U.S. carriers. It's like $250. It's super cool. And that's what I'm going to get after my BlackBerry shoots craps again. Because I've never owned a smartphone that was mine.
Mm-hmm. I had an iPhone 6 that I paid for, and there was nothing wrong with it when I switched over. Like 3 years after I had that, or 4 years, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, basically 4 years, and I jumped right from the 6 to the 11, and I mean, I own that one. Now I'm just making payments on this one. There's no way I was going to buy this one outright. But I don't even know where the hell my
Right.
other one went. You know, and it was still in really good shape. But I don't remember. I don't remember what I did with it. What's out or Bolt Gun doing?
So what's on your mind, Patrick? What prompted you to stream besides wanting to rip masks off people's faces and coughing in them?
No, I just tonight I wanted to stream and show everybody my new background and
Very
and I don't know. I really don't have anything that I I didn't really watch hardly anything today, so I don't know. I'm kind of like I don't know what I'm talking about really.
So
I
you didn't follow the news all day today?
No, I have no idea what's going on. Fill
Probably
me
didn't miss
in.
anything.
I like that video you put up. This has got to stop. This has got to stop.
Oh, thanks.
Remember? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm done. I'm over it. It's over. I'm done.
Yeah. Hey, I see Jim, the trucker Jim is in the chat room. So
Trucker
what
Jim.
what you doing tonight there, trucker Jim? I suppose I could put a link out there for you if you want to come in. Yeah, I definitely got to get the lighting better. I got to figure out the lighting. So, because I don't think you guys can really see the photos back there.
Yeah, but it's not the lighting; it's the distance.
So I need to be closer.
Yeah, we can see them. Everything looks bright. No, your light's fine. We can read Out of Time. I did see Curious George with and without the monkey tail. I see Follow the White Rabbit. I could read those, but I can't read the captions on that stuff.
Yeah, right above the mask is Darth Vader. And he said his little saying is, "No, I didn't say that." And right below Out of Time is a Time magazine that Rashley got me, that I used to have before the fire. It's got the 2 twin towers on it that were just hit by planes and they're burning. So that's the Time magazine underneath the Out of Time. And then above there is my Our New Timeline, really big in cursive. That was really hard to do. She did a pretty good job, but that took her 2 hours to do that.
Oh, she did a great job. What is that, like a football in the one next to the license plate?
Yeah, that's a Chicago Bear catching a football from a Detroit Lion. It's got actual lion on there, and the other, the Bears is an actual bear.
Oh,
So,
got it.
Yeah, my favorite team is Chicago Bears, so we had to have a little bear stuff in there. Otherwise, everything else is Mandela effect stuff.
The Bears.
The Bears. Roll on, Patrick. Hugs Batman. Just checking in. Had too good of a time with you beautiful souls last night, and am on my way to bed. Hugs, huge hugs for Boltman and his missus. That was Walter.
Is it okay if I ask Boltman a question?
No, go for it.
Yeah, so I get where you're coming from with politics, with spirituality, with being a good person, with serving your creator. I'm really curious what you have to say about the Mandela effect, because I don't think we covered that.
You're asking me that?
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, it's Mandela effect, man. Me and my wife talked about this. I can remember a very long time ago, before I was awake, that we was going down the road in the car, and I heard that Nelson Mandela died. And I told her, I said, yeah, I said, Mary, I said, I'm pretty sure that he died back in the 80s, man, because he was locked up over in Africa over that apartheid. Not a that AP, it's APAR
Yeah,
GID or
apartheid.
something like that. Yeah, apartheid. And so what year? Sound like a star.
It was awesome.
Oh, he died now.
So was that was your first Mandela effect? Was actually the Mandela effect? That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that was my first one, and then there was man, I think what the actual thing that that brought it into me was another one I got to looking at. Well, when I actually typed it in and looked it up, one of the first things that come up was that Berenstain Bears.
Gotcha.
And I much took the same road as everybody after. As soon as I got awake, you know, I just started, as soon as I found something that was the least bit abnormal as to what I remembered, I researched it. And then I got to, you know, I sat around and tried to research it. But yeah, the Mandela effect is very, matter of fact, it's getting worse. It's taken off unbelievably. There's stuff really really falling in place for the dark side, I believe.
So and if I can ask, do you have an opinion on what it is, what causes it, what it's intending to do? I'm really curious to know that.
Brother, I'm gonna tell you what, man. After talking last night, the daydreaming that I have, I think the Holy Spirit talking to me, he's kind of been telling me what we was talking about last night. I think something happened in 2012, and maybe everybody died, or maybe they moved some big dimensional shift. Everything wasn't replicated correctly, and this world is so dynamic and complex that it's kind of like still coding in. You know, like how when we work on I don't know if you guys know much about the computers on a vehicle, but you tear the engine all apart and got the computer and stuff, and when you put it back together, you start it. It kind of has to sit there and run. It runs, and it kind of self-diagnoses. Timing comes in, and transmission shift points when you drive it. It kind of redoes all of that.
Right.
Damn. What am I trying to say? It kind of relearns everything. It resynchronizes everything, and everything. It's just so complex that I don't think everything got put back the same way. You know, it'd be like, I mean, here's what I'm trying to say. Let's say that you did your best to build two cities exactly the same, and one night, man, everybody went to sleep and moved them into the other one. Well, there's going to be 2 or 3 people that got put in the wrong house. They're going to wake up in the wrong house. And there's going to be some imperfections because it couldn't be perfect. There's going to be some people saying, man, I had a cracked window in my kitchen there, and I know nobody fixed it. And there ain't a crack. You know, what the hell's going on? See, that's what we're all kind of running around doing.
Got it.
There's
so like,
be a little slight imperfection.
No, keep going. Yeah, keep going. Don't I'm sorry. I am obnoxious that way. I apologize. But yeah, no, that's fascinating. And what it reminded me of, and why I kind of tried to jump in so fast on accident, was it reminded me of the movie Dark City so much when you said that. Did you ever see that movie?
Yeah, I did. But that's one of the things that when I took at the immunotherapy, at chemotherapy, I knew I saw that movie, man, but I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you much about it. It's a cartoon character, like in the Dark City.
Go ahead.
Stop.
Did you hear me, man?
You cut out there a little bit about Dark City. You couldn't remember it, but something else, and we missed that.
Yeah, is it that the movie where it's kind of like a cartoon where they're drawn into it or something? It's like a detective movie. Am I thinking of the right thing?
Oh, you know, you're not. But that is a movie that's really similar in name, and I can't think of the name. Dark City was with Sin City.
Sin City, man.
Yeah.
It had oh man, what's that dude's name? He's a bitch now. I don't even like him, man. But I used to really like him.
Mickey Rourke.
He played in Mickey Rourke, man. That fucker's a bitch. I'd punch him.
Well, Dark City was Kiefer Sutherland was in it, and Jennifer Connelly, and some people I don't know, and they, oh god, Judd Nelson? No, not Judd Nelson. But anyway, so every night the aliens who had trapped these humans would reset the world, and they would give them different memories, and they would rebuild the place, and they would even rebuild the homes. They made a poor couple rich, and them, they were trying to find the human soul. So they wanted to put these people in all these different situations to harvest their memories and harvest their energy. And they were literally looking for a soul because they didn't have one. And their planet had some problems, so they were on this big spaceship allegedly. But they had this machine, and they called it tuning. And so when you'd mentioned that, they tried to replicate this place, but they got some of the details wrong. It's so Dark City. And for anybody who hasn't seen that, you gotta watch that movie. It's so bizarre, but I mean, relatively accurate, especially compared to Mandela Effect. Yeah, and it came out a long time ago.
Yeah.
So anyway,
and they're like I said, man. There's a chance. I've seen so many movies, man.
Well,
hey man, I was talking to my wife today, and my kid went to school right down there by where you was talking about, down there where you lived on that Wadsworth and
oh yeah,
it was out there we saw about yesterday.
Yeah,
in Colorado. Yeah,
do you remember that
school down there is where kids went to school at?
Alameda High School.
No, they was in grade school when we were out there.
But I wish I knew the name because I know where it is.
That was that you mentioned. I can't remember, but my wife was sitting here watching. She goes, "That's down by." She goes, "He lived right down by where the kids went to school at." Is what she told me.
Oh, there you go.
Because I couldn't remember. I told you that I remember the name, but I couldn't remember where it was at.
Right. Well, that's kind of a cool thing to me too, because there's symmetry around all of us. Everybody who follows Patrick, everybody who watches the same kind of channels. Yeah, I don't think so either, Smurfer, but it's funny as hell. There's always some connection and some symmetry.
Yeah. Yeah, just like a snowflake.
Yeah, exactly. So what's up, Patrick? Sorry, we're hogging your stream, buddy.
I'm Spider-Man.
It's not on YouTube yet, but it's funny. Or it is, maybe. Oh, I'm not alive. Oh, there you go.
I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm not sure he sounds like that.
I'm Spider-Man.
There you go. Tobey Maguire with the little Spider-Man.
I want to see you run. See you jump off the front porch.
This is, by the way, this is my new mask. If I need the mask to go in anywhere, it
I
has
like it.
a full mouth covering. They can't bitch. See? Fucking ridiculous.
We got a shout out from King Sweet about your beard bolt gun and how epic it is.
Yeah, very epic.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, brother.
King Sweet's a good old boy. He's solid. I know him from someplace else, and he posted a video of him and his buddies sitting around a campfire and BSing, and he posted a barbecue video, which was awesome. And he's like you and like Pat people, so I'm excited to know there are people out there that are just regular people without all the nonsense.
Yeah.
I have to agree.
Yeah, I can't read the.
I can't
I'm
breathe.
tired, but I can't read the chat because I'm on my phone.
No, gotcha. That's okay. If anything comes up for you, we'll tell you. And when Patrick takes his mask off because he can't see shit right now, we'll tell him too.
I can't breathe.
Take it off. If you
Take it
pass
off.
out, you can sleep, but if you pass out because you can't breathe, we have an issue.
Yeah, so I got that so I would have a fucking mask to put on for people. If they want a fucking mask, I'm going to give them a mask.
You know, I did buy the drywall protection mask with the 2 cans on the side, and I thought if they're gonna push me to that point, that's what I'm gonna wear. But my medically exempt T-shirt seems to work pretty well.
I used to own a couple of them for interior spraying, spray painting and stuff. As a matter of fact,
I think
at the beginning of
anything, man.
What was that?
Not you, me. I got a delay here. I got some kind of lag going on between this. I don't know what's with my phone between this, but I'll be quiet. I keep talking over top of it because of that daggone lag or whatever it is.
Oh no, you're fine.
Yeah, we don't care. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm not meaning to do that. I can counter up here's sticking, and it just I'm not. I'm thinking you're done talking there, man, and it's messing me up.
Walter says would work for a mask. Heck yeah, Patrick. I got Wally the glob in the wings when I go out. You know, I was when I was in Walmart today, I seen I was in the toy section and I seen this State Puff Marshmallow Man, and they have them really huge. And I was thinking about getting him and putting him, but you guys won't see him anyways, so there's nowhere to really put him right now. But on the package, they have it spelled really fucked up. I don't know how. It's not. I remember Puff.
Yeah, STAPUFF.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure how the fuck they had it spelled. P. I don't even remember how they had it spelled, but it sure was messed up, and I was gonna buy it just for that, really. leave it in the package, and you know, the Mandela effect was right on the package. But you know, there's nowhere for me to put it right now, so I didn't get it. But have you guys seen that though? The Mandela, or the, have you guys known about that one? The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah.
Puffit changed on it.
I'm not familiar with that.
I'm gonna go look on Walmart.com, and I hate going to do it for you, Patrick.
Oh, hey. Yeah, if I had better streaming, I know you would think I got Wi-Fi, and I got awesome connection. You would think I would be able to pull something up with 3 people on here really easy. But if I try to,
things freeze.
Maybe I'll get a little bit through tonight. And am I?
Yeah. Are you what?
Yeah, I'm not.
If you're proud, but it might be me on this end. Like I said, I'm on my phone, man, and this is not working very well.
Did you find it, Algo?
No, because when Walmart came up, it said I had an unsafe connection on my Opera or Opera browser. So I clicked it, and then it came up in the old HTML, and it wouldn't let me search. So somebody in the chat, a lot of Blue Wrenches out there, somebody in the chat can find the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and we can click it.
I'm going to give this one more freaking try. We can do
Okay.
We can do this. Come on, we can do it.
Well, while you do that, I do want to tell you, Bolgan, I thought that was a really super interesting idea. Whatever Mandela is, and whether it's CERN or whether it's God or whether it's the simulation, whatever it is, when they tried to recreate it, they kind of screwed it up enough that some of us could notice.
Yeah. Now there's another thing. It's just us. I don't know where to call these people normies or NPC. I'm called normies. They don't see. So I mean, there's another thing too. What? When people start talking about what reality is, what is each individual person's reality? Because we're pretty sure you manifest your own reality. So how in the hell could this is the stuff that makes my head hurt. How can it be flat across the board for everybody if you manifest your own daggone reality? You got all these people walking around, those of us that's, spiritual, we feel them. You feel the depression, you feel the anxiety, you feel the fear, you feel the ones that's content, feel normal to you and stuff. So if everybody has got a different reality, what? I don't know how all this works, but I know it ain't nothing like what I thought it was. And
that's the point, right?
Maybe they fractured some kind of. Did I lose you guys?
No, you're good.
Okay.
We hear you.
Oh, I see what's going on now. That everything just got so small I can't see it without my glasses. But maybe there's some kind of like that Back to the Future, man, that the time continuum, and we know what that CERN is, and maybe they've altered a timeline, messing with what God's told them not to mess with.
Yeah, absolutely could be.
But yeah, it's just like I said, I lean towards that pretty hard now. The first thing that I told you about, but as far as feeling that I have a definite answer, I haven't got any of that on anything. I think for a human to say that they've got a definite answer on anything with the mind that we've got, they'd really be grossly overstating our capability.
Yeah, Smurfer Girl says she doesn't see anything wrong with the spelling. If you look at Puff, State Puff, they spell it P-U-F-T. I remember it being P-U-F-F.
And wasn't it
Yeah.
just STA?
Girl,
STAPUFF?
yeah.
That's how I remember
Yeah,
it. It was STA and then PUFF.
Yeah. Yeah, the PUFT. What is that? What is that? Puffed? Poofed? Stay
And
poofed?
That ain't the. Yeah, I don't remember the spell.
I was in junior high school and we rode our bicycles to see that movie. No, I wasn't in junior high. I was in high school and we drove, so I take that all back. But I think I saw that movie like 8 times in the movie theater.
Yeah.
And it was STAPUFF. And Dan Aykroyd says, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Look, it's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man."
Send link, Jim says. Hey, Volkan, have you met yeah, you've met Trucker Jim, right?
I don't think so. I might have talked to him in the chat, but I don't think I've ever met him on here.
So yeah, he's that screen. He's coming in pretty soon here.
All right.
There. I don't know why it's so hard to run stuff on here. What do I need to do to get more whatever I need? What do I need? More RAM or whatever?
You need more RAM. What kind of computer do you have?
It's a Gateway laptop.
How old?
I just bought it like a couple weeks ago.
Huh.
Of course, I only paid $185 for it. So.
Gotcha.
Front side bus is too small. Man.
I got the floor model. You know, they run a promotional, and this was the last one. It was the one that they used out on the floor. Which, I mean, it's a little scratched up, but I like it. But it just doesn't. You would think with good internet and a new laptop, you should be able to not have any problems with running anything.
That is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm having problems.
Those cheap, I mean, they to transfer the information within them is, I think, what you'll get into. That always had, like I said, I bought them cheap laptops all the time. When you try to run multiple things like that, wouldn't do it. And the guy down at the computer store always told me at the front side button where it moves, you got to open when it transfers the information back and forth. That's not big enough. If the highway's not big enough. That was something that you got.
So what are you up to there, Trucker Jim? Are you driving or what?
Yeah, I'm on my way to London, Kentucky. Yeah, I got to go in and fuel up.
You gotta go in.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You gotta go in and fuel up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen. Yeah, I got to fuel up and grab a bite to eat, so I'm going to disappear for a few minutes. But I just wanted to connect, so when I get done, I can be connected, because once I get going, I ain't going to be able to chat and that. I mean, I'll be able to talk, but I won't be able to pay attention to you guys.
Okay. But you don't need a face mask to go in and fill up. You know, you don't need to wear that thing to go into a gas station.
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Yeah, I do. I do here. I do here. It's
Oh.
still a requirement.
Well, it's always been a requirement, but it's
Yep.
not. Every place requires you to wear it.
Yeah, it's
You
just a
just
matter of
gotta-
how much bullshit you want to put up with
Well,
to
you know
go
what?
buy your
Rather
gas.
than getting in an argument with some. Exactly. All I want to do is get my fuel, get the bite to eat, and get the hell out of here. I don't want to argue with nobody.
Yeah.
You know
Copy
what I mean?
that.
I gotta be.
Hey.
I gotta be in London, Kentucky by 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, away.
Hey, what?
How far are you away from London, Kentucky?
Huh?
I said, how far out from London, Kentucky are you?
Hold on. I know. Hold on. I gotta find it. Get my GPS back out. Hold on. 5.5 hours.
Oh, copy that. You'll make it.
5.5 hours.
Got it.
So it's 12:30 here, or it's 12:30 Eastern time. So if I make it, I'm gonna make it by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
Yeah.
Took him 9 hours to load me.
Well,
Dang. What are you carrying, if we can ask?
Cheese.
Cheese.
All organic food.
Refrigerated truck going to London, Kentucky with organic food. That's awesome. I hope you are
Going to Walmart out in
He'll be going down State Highway. What is that? If anybody wants some
all right,
cheese,
guys, I gotta step out.
All right. We'll see you in
All
a bit.
65 to 64, 75. Yeah, right.
I was
All right,
only
guys,
joking,
I gotta
man.
step away. Bye. I'll be back.
Here I'm trying to get his ass robbed, and he gives the highway away.
And if anybody besides Smurfer Girl whatevs know where London, Kentucky is, put it in the chat, and we're going to give you a gold star, because I didn't even know there was a town called London, Kentucky.
There's a London, Ohio, too.
I'm still learning about towns in Wisconsin, and I've lived here all my life. There's towns that pop up I've never heard of before.
Yeah, got a Paris and a London, Kentucky.
So, what is the what are we going to talk about?
Well, I got something we could talk about. I really do. And I don't know if Connie G is still here, but Connie G had mentioned that Mandela effects are interesting, but she doesn't know how it helps people. She's like, how is this helping anybody? There are people out there starving. There are people out there dying from the vaccine. I don't know if this is a topic you want to take on or a stream that you want to do about that. But if you had something to say about that, I thought it would be interesting.
I mean, how does it help people? Well, I don't know how it helps people. I know it drives a lot of people insane. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that one. I mean, I guess it helps me by reassuring me that there's something else out there. There's something else going on that this universe is alive, or wherever we are is alive. And there's either timelines are coming together, or I don't know, or Satan's playing a cruel joke on us, or God could be waking us up to the truth. I mean, some of the stuff that comes out, I mean, could it be truth, or is it all lies? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, I mean, by us not talking about the Mandela effect and talking about everything else that's going on, how is that going to help anybody? Because I've been talking about it for over a year now, and nothing's changed. It just keeps getting worse.
Got it. What do you think, Bullgun?
Helps. Way nice, Patrick. Lady Balance is alive and is love. Can you answer that, Bullgun? He's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I think it's something that shouldn't be concentrated on, but it shouldn't be ignored, because it's a rung in the ladder of ascension. It's just one of the rungs in that ladder, but you need to know about it, because, like Patrick's saying, it proves that we've been lied to about our existence. I mean, and if you're look at the Mandela effect, the flat Earth, NASA. You start taking all of this and putting it together, and it paints the picture. And you need as many pieces to the puzzle as you can get. But it shouldn't be concentrated on like a lot of the channels. Or, I mean, it's just Mandela, and all they do is just come out with what the new Mandela effects are. And I mean, we get to talking about it in here, but it always leads to something else. We don't ground out on it.
Yeah, we never stick on one subject, that's for sure. Who asked that question anyways, Elgo?
Connie G. I think she's not here right now. But it was Connie G.
Yeah, I mean, and really in the last year, I really haven't been talking much Mandela effect in the last year. It's all been freaking cold.
Really? It's your attention?
Yeah, I don't know.
Of course it did. I'm gonna go see a man about a horse. I'll be right back.
Okay, flat Earth was at the same time as the Mandela effect. Leave no rock unturned, roll on, you bright, shiny souls. Just talking to each other helps. Way nice, Patrick. Lady Balance is alive and is love. Let's go back up. Let's back up. Venom says people will die because of bacteria infections of wearing the mask and blame it on the CV. Yeah, that's definitely starting to happen right now. Boy, I got out of breath just wearing that Spider-Man mask for a little bit. Holy shit, I'm still trying to catch my breath. I couldn't imagine wearing a mask all day long. No fucking way. Shit.
I hate them things, man.
There's no way, like,
and drywall. It's all sweaty
like
and sticky on your face, and it don't. You still got all that crap in your nose.
Yeah, when I went to the doctor's office and I wouldn't put a mask on, and they had me put a Kleenex over my face. I couldn't even imagine wearing a damn mask in a doctor's office because you're in there for a good hour or so. And I only had that fucking mask on for not even 5 minutes, and I'm like, fucking A.
Yeah,
There's no way.
I hate it. That's why I don't go down there. I haven't been to the VA and appointment tomorrow with the cancer doctor. So I ain't going down there.
Tomorrow you got a what doctor appointment?
I got to call and cancel my appointment. I got an appointment Wednesday with a cancer doctor down there on call. Just gonna call.
You know that's not good to miss that kind of appointment, is it?
Nah, they're starting to give me shit about it. But like I said, hell, I put that mask on to go down there to that one cancer appointment. And hell, I beat myself up over it for freaking 2 months after I did it, and I just ain't doing it again. I got a real psychological problem with. I mean, I've got a real problem with somebody telling me to do something that don't make any sense, just telling me to do it. I've got a, I mean, I got a really bad problem with that when I was in the Marine. You know, somebody with authority just making you do busy work. There's nothing in the world that pisses me off any worse than that. Really disgruntles me, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not a very good authority. I don't like authority myself.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I could tell you guys, for me, like Trucker Jim, he had a choice. He can go battle, or he can comply and get his stuff done and get where he needs to be at the end of the day and keep going. And that's a tough question for people. It's a tough one for me. I'm thankful that my work has never ever asked me to put a mask on, and that the vast majority of people that I interact with don't say anything to me. But if I were in that position, it's a call that I can't 100% certain say what I would do, because when I went to the knee doctor in November, they wouldn't see me without a mask, and my knee was the size of my thigh, and I was screwed up. So I complied because I had to figure out what was wrong in there. So I can't judge anybody who does it, and I respect anybody who doesn't, but I would hate it if something that could help you, Bolt Gun, was your ending because of that. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like we gotta draw a line somewhere. Okay, so the vax comes out. It's gonna get to the point where you need to take the vax, or you lose your job. Now, as it is right now, just over the face mask, you're gonna put the face mask on because you don't want to lose your job. So, I mean, where do you draw the line at?
Right.
And
well, the way I looked at it.
Yeah, so I draw a line at the face mask because I am getting ready for when it comes time. They're gonna offer the vax, and I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna lose a lot of privileges. So I guess I lose a lot of privileges, and I mean, I don't know. It's gonna get rough. I know that. But I'm not gonna let them put that shit in my body. I'm just not going to. So I know a lot of people are changing their minds and they're gonna go ahead and do it. But I don't know. I know a lot of people are trying to talk themselves into it. that were one of the ones that they always said, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. No way. I'll never take it. And it gets closer and closer, and the time comes, and it's like, hey, it's not that bad. It's just a shot. It's just a shot. Till 6
Well,
months later, you need to get another one.
Well, yeah, and I did see a guy talking about, so if the disease itself is 99.8% survivable, but the shot is only 95% survivable, which choice would you make?
Right. And that's even a bigger gap than that. I mean, the vax is what, 70-80% survivable, I think. And your immune system is 99.7, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I would go with my immune system. I even got a fucked up immune system from the vaccines that we got when we were kids. I got an autoimmune disorder, so I'm still gonna trust my immune system more than I would trust that fucking vax.
Probably a wise plan.
1 hour and 11 minutes, guys. We got the 111 going on. I was thinking about putting some numbers up.
That went fast.
Like 333-111. Dang, Patrick, that's rough. Tonight seems to be a real easy, like, calm, like almost nobody wants to say anything type of a night. Everybody just like,
dude, I could just blab and blab and blab, but I feel like I'm taking up all your stream time.
Oh, hell no. Fucking, if you got something to say it. That's what you're here for.
Can I read you part of an article?
Yes, go ahead.
The headline says, San Francisco TV reporter robbed at gunpoint while covering auto thefts. The effect of the virus pandemic and socioeconomic implosion that followed, compounded with failed liberal leadership, has transformed some parts of San Francisco into high crime areas. KPIX5 reporter investigating a scene of car break-ins around the Twin Peaks Mall area was robbed at gunpoint for his camera. KPIX reporter Don Ford reported the Twin Peaks in San Francisco last Wednesday when a luxury white sedan with 4 men pulled up and put a Glock to his face, demanding. So I think it's ironic, and I think it's funny, and I think it's sad, and I'm thinking it may also not be true. But I don't know, right?
Right. Yeah. Are the streets getting really bad, or are they just what was the Glock, or you threw a number in there somewhere for some reason?
Oh, it was the TV channel KPIX5. That was the TV channel.
There was no another? I thought there was another number you threw out. Like, yeah.
I didn't say Glock 19. I just said Glock because they didn't tell what kind it was. But he thought he was going to get killed, so he gave him the camera. Yeah, it was just something that popped up. What's that?
I laughed because I chuckled because I'm like a fucking camera,
Right.
Where were the guys sitting there going, oh man, that dude's got a Nokia 5424 big time $5,000 camera. Let's go get his ass.
In a story on auto theft and you get robbed of your camera that you're trying to do the story on, that's fairly telling.
Yeah. That sounds like a setup to me.
Right. And may not even be true. How can you know what media is true after the Smith modernization? No, that's not the right one. After they made it legal to propagandize on the American people. Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe that was the Smith Modernization Act. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So much legislation, so much nonsensical words on paper bullshit.
Thanks, Trev. Years ago, I woke up at 3:33 a.m. and at that time on the clock scared the crap out of me. Bolt Gun is doing that I can sleep with my eyes open thing. Was Bolt Gun falling asleep?
It's hard to say. Thoughtful and listening, and Are you a little tired there, Patrick? Or are you good?
No, I was trying to see what Trucker Jim was up to. I mean, jump in anytime there if you got something to say.
I think he's still fueling up his truck, brother. He's not sitting in the seat.
Oh, I thought he came in.
No, it takes a half hour to fill a truck up.
Okay.
Yeah, I see his coat on the back.
He's hauling a reefer.
Huh? Laugh aloud. He just looked super chillax for a second.
Oh yeah, I'm chillax.
So, Bolgun, what were you going to say about the refrigerated truck?
Oh, he's got another tank to fill up on it. Probably take him about 45 minutes.
Oh, got it.
Because he's probably on in an over the road truck, so he'll have a tank on each side, and then he'll underneath the trailer back there in the back, and he's probably going to be taking on like 600 gallon of fuel, so he'll be about a half hour.
Gotcha.
Hey, Propagate, how's it going? Is he lagging too? Hey, Propagate.
Tell him he's muted.
Yeah, did you know you're muted there, Propagate?
Yes, I did, Pat. How are you doing today?
Not very good.
What's going on, Pat?
Nothing. I'm doing good.
Oh, you're doing good, Pat? I must have been listening.
Yeah.
I thought you said you weren't doing too well.
No, I never said that. I never said that.
Okay. May I do the intro, Pat?
Yeah, some people thought.
I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, here we go.
People thought. Who was it? Who was it that thought?
It's me.
Who was it? Somebody thought it was Rick Swain. Somebody thought it was Rick Swain. We got feedback coming through. Propagate. You need to turn something off. There you go. There you go.
All right, how we doing now?
Very clear.
Hello.
Very clear.
I'm all clear.
Hello. Still echoing. Oh.
Okay, let me just try something else.
You got your earbuds in? Propagate.
It's never
Did
too
you
late to
mute your
propagate. Can you
YouTube
hear me
page?
well?
Did you mute your YouTube page?
Yes, I would do that. It's already muted.
So it probably worked because we don't hear the echo. Nope.
Okay, cool.
Nope.
Cool.
I just heard the echo.
May I do
I
it?
just heard the echo.
You hear an echo right now? From the
Yep.
propagate person?
Yep.
Oh man, I don't know why. All right, so give me a second. I'm gonna try to do something real quick.
Right on. Yeah, you know, Patrick, it might just be the time of winter. We're not quite into springtime. We're working on it. Society's not giving us much to be hopeful for, even though there are signs that there are. Maybe that's just the vibe tonight, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it could
All
be.
right,
It just
all right.
it seems like everything's off.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, Propagate.
The blue propagate person is back. Can you hear me well now?
Yeah, can hear ya.
Any
And
echo,
I
echo,
don't hear
echo,
an
echo.
echo.
What about now? What about now? What about now? What about now?
No, you're all good. And no echo.
No
okay,
echo.
okay. No echo, 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 echo. I hear an echo, 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 echo. I'm just joking.
Well, you better jump out and come back in then.
Oh, how you doing, Algorithm? Sorry about last time. How you doing, Boat Gun Trucker Jim? Everybody in the chat.
Propagate the light. I am doing well, and there's no sorry about last time. Everything's 5 by 5.
All right. But except you call me the.
Oh, I did, didn't I? I apologize. Propagate the light. I don't know why I put the in there.
Oh, that's okay. That was just a 5 by 4, but now we 5 by 5. It's all good.
Is that common, or is that something I'm the only one that did?
Man, tell me about it. A lot of people. There's a lot of clicking going on. Is there like a cricket in here or something?
That might be Trucker Jim. Let me mute him.
He's not in his truck. It's not.
Oh, cool. All right. No, there's a click still. But anyway, a lot of people said my name is the. Is that me or is that who's that clicking? Let's see. Well,
Are
okay,
you
so
typing?
no, I'm not typing. It sounds like I'm typing.
And it's
But
yeah, it does. Something sounds like it, but it doesn't matter. We're good.
sound check. But I'll do exactly what you said. I will jump out and come back in. Be right back after these messages.
Someone tell me what 5 by 5 means, please. Forgot again. 5 by 5 means A-OK. Yeah. Who is doing that?
Boom, I'm in the room.
I have no idea. Not me. Fingers off the keyboard. Not me.
Maybe it's the ghost of the Patrick Show typing.
Can I tell you something, Patrick? And you got to talk to Propagate, and I'm gonna sit back and listen. But you have a lot of the best people who want to join you when you live stream. I think, not including myself, but Preliminal, Propagate, Trucker Jim, Bolkan. You always have great people who come on, and I think that's just a testament to your personality. So with that, I am going to mute up and listen.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. I'll go and propagate. So last time we talked, you said you were married with 4 kids, and you said that you were dating your babysitter, that college girl. So what's on your plate next?
To who's that referring to?
You.
What's on my plate next? Some steak that my other girlfriend made, and that girlfriend, we have like 8 kids and another wife.
You must be. Do you see a paycheck or no?
I see a paycheck all the time, but it's not mine. It's hers, and hers, and hers, and the babysitters.
That was a good one.
So I get like when it's all said and done with taxes and all that, I get about, let's say, about 1 cent.
1 cent. Well, this must be pretty hard to live off of 1 cent.
No,
Hey,
not really.
oh, I'm sorry, Prelim. I forgot I brought you in. So how's Prelim?
Hi, Patrick. I'll
Hey,
go.
Preliminal. How are you?
Oh, God. Propagate. Trucker Jim.
What's up, Pre?
How you doing?
So Prelim, this is
Yeah.
propagate. This is Prelim.
I know Propagate.
No, well, tonight you guys don't know each other. You're just meeting him.
Huh? I don't understand.
Tonight you're just meeting him for the first time.
Oh,
We're playing a game tonight,
okay. All right.
and here comes Danny. Welcome,
Hi.
Danny.
Oh, that's loud.
Oh, wow.
Is that really loud?
No.
Okay, it's louder. I
You're
think it's my own.
reasonably loud.
Well, okay.
It's not too loud though. No, it's not too loud.
Okay. I've never been on stream with Preliminal, and I was so excited to see that he joined. I had to
Oh
do that.
yeah. Hey, Danny. This is Prelim. Prelim. This is Danny.
Hi, Danny.
Hi. I know.
Can I tell you something, Danny? You're the only person I've ever heard who actually pronounced preliminal correctly.
Nice.
It's Preliminal.
No,
There you
it's,
go.
It's perfect.
it's preliminal.
Are you sure, sir?
I'm surprised he came in with his real name this time. Usually he comes in with some fake name.
Preliminal. I see.
No.
I didn't even get it right.
Nope, that's not right.
Minimal.
Preliminal.
Prel in all. Well, you've got an extra syllable in there, but maybe it's because
Preliminal.
we don't pronounce things the same.
Preliminal.
Preliminal. Oh,
To
no,
me,
no,
it looks
you really
like
messed me up.
preliminal.
Preliminal.
Well,
But
it's
it's-
like how you would say preliminary.
Because in like the word preliminal, but you have an extra. But
Minimal.
I've
Minimal and preliminary.
all right.
And
I guess I need to practice.
Well, tell us how you
Oh.
say it again. Tell us how you say it again, prelim.
preliminal.
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 for short.
All right, preliminal. Is
Preliminal.
that right?
Yeah.
Preliminal.
Preliminal.
Nope.
You know, you
Preliminal.
guys are going according. It's not Wikipedia. It's Preliminalpedia.
Well, you got such a
Yes.
pretty voice.
This is his own word, right?
Patrick, you've got such a pretty voice.
Yeah, it goes back to
Wow.
about 1990.
Thank you.
Preliminal. Preliminal.
It was
Oh,
originally.
damn it. Preliminal. Oh, the heck with it. What's up, bro?
Anyway,
I'm
um,
sorry, Patrick. Say
so
what
we
you
were-
were saying. You got interrupted.
did you
I
make
what?
that? painting, Johnny?
Did I what?
Did you make that painting?
Yes. Well, that's actually a collage, but it is my collage.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, Danny, you got a pretty voice.
Oh, thanks.
He
This is
hits
my
on every girl
just
that
fresh
comes
off
in.
of bronchitis voice. It only sounds like this once in a while. You know.
Oh, okay.
Bronchitis. That,
Alright.
that can be really. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, good.
It finally went away.
I
Can you elaborate,
I
or do you
can't
not
see
want to
you.
elaborate on how you got that?
I had the COVIDs.
You
I
did?
can't. I'm driving.
No.
No, really? No, did you have
Yeah.
the? Oh, wow.
Oh,
Speculatively.
Chantilly's and a pretty
Like my
face.
family, you know. I didn't get my own test, so.
Uh-huh.
But
Is that one of the symptoms of the COVID?
So, what's the subject?
Is bronchitis a symptom of COVID?
I probably not, but I think it's, to me, any symptom they assign to it is a symptom of it. Personally, that's what I think.
Wow.
I did lose
I-
my sense of smell. I'm just now getting that back.
No, I missed 3 months of high school because I had that from a girl. My first girlfriend, I got sick from kissing.
Oh yeah, you can get a
What?
bacterial infection.
Bronchitis?
Yeah,
It,
It can
and
even
I was
start like
out
as a sinus
like
thing.
it was. I thought it was the end because
wait a minute. Bronchitis is a lung disease, right?
no.
It's the lungs.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could be.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not a. I don't think it's a disease. It's more like a
It's an infection.
bacterial.
infection.
Bacterial
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bacterial infection,
Yeah.
which isn't a
I had
virus. so-
I had mononucleosis.
I did too when I was
Oh.
5.
Oh, that's even worse.
I couldn't. I was completely deaf for like 2 weeks. I remember, and I just laid there on the couch. Like I remember, my dad went to the gas station and got me a box of jujubes, and they had given me antibiotics. And apparently, you're not supposed to take them when you have mono, and it makes your lymph nodes in your neck swell up really bad. And so I couldn't eat anything. I just was a miserable pile, and
Oh my man.
I felt so bad. So, because my dad's trying to make me feel better, and he gets these jujubes, and I couldn't eat it, and I just,
Yeah.
but I remember laying there, and I could see people's mouths moving, and they were like yelling to see if I could hear them at all. Like I could tell they were saying my name, but I couldn't hear anything. That was a nightmare.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah. And I didn't kiss anybody, so I don't know how I got that. I was only 5.
Probably
Why-
from a toilet seat. That people get sick that way.
From a what?
Toilet seat. You can get mono from
Huh. You never
from-
know. I don't know. I have no
you probably
Whoop.
or your hand might have touched some urine on a just from someone else's hand
Yeah,
can
you could
you-
touch a stair rail
Right.
and get
and get mono.
anthrax if it's laying on it, you know?
Yeah.
Don't women get pregnant from toilet seats?
I've heard such
they
a myth,
could.
but
I thought I heard about that somewhere.
technically
Well,
I think
stop
you could,
licking
but you'd
them.
have to be like,
No.
I don't even know what you'd have to be doing. To,
No, but you can pick up some seafood
Oh.
from a toilet seat.
I'm
I
eating
don't know. I
dinner.
don't want to know what you're talking about, man.
He's eating dinner.
The crabs?
I get it.
Sorry, Trucker Jim, you're eating dinner. We're talking about diseases and bathrooms. Our apologies.
I was eating when I played that really gross movie the other day with the zombies. Yeah, I was totally eating while I was watching that. Like,
Yeah,
Some
but
people-
you're not wired the same way.
I guess some things I can't.
I had
Do you
bronchitis
make-
6 times from the age of 10
Wow.
until
Yeah.
14.
It's bad.
Wow.
Dude,
So
my lungs
you
are
missed a lot of. Did
I
you miss
know.
school?
ton of school.
Yeah.
Making my Subway
I missed the
sandwich
whole-
really good.
No,
what
bronchitis
kind
can
of
be
Subway
so
sandwich?
bad. You can miss 3 months of school. 'Cause that's
I
how
hacked-
long.
I
So-
hacked stuff out of my lungs for months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you have like high fever?
I had fever, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I
But-
got
and it's like,
pleurisy
even when you
at
think it's
16.
going
Sorry.
away,
They
I'm
have
not
better
agreeing with you. It's bad.
they have better treatment now for it, so people don't suffer as much.
Right, because that was back in the day. I mean,
Right.
I'm an older guy.
I'm having turkey breast, bacon, tomato, cucumber, and avocado.
Did somebody
What
say
kind of bread?
bacon?
Do you get the Odie bread? See, I have to have the oil and vinegar added to mine and salt and pepper, or it's just not. It's not proper. It's got to have a lot of stuff. But yeah, no, I'll go. Like, I know, man. One time I had it so bad. I'm gonna mute because I'm gonna cough right now. Hang on.
Oh,
Okay.
everybody got
So
quiet
I've
real quick.
felt like I was better for I don't know,
Italian
almost a
urban
week.
cheese.
Italian urban cheese.
Urban
Okay.
Odie.
cheese.
There you go. That's stuff.
Oh
Tucker
no,
Jim's got a little delay.
He
No,
does.
I-
Closer.
I got cucumber, tomatoes, and avocado with a little bit of salt.
All right. Well, at least you got the salt on there.
No, I tell you, you're right, though, because when you have bronchitis and the fever breaks and then you start to feel better, you go outside and play. And what that does, it
Yes.
sets you back.
Right. Any, like, even just
Yep.
laughing too hard, or, you know,
Any cold wind,
physical
yeah.
exertion.
I guess
Cold air is
so.
the worst. Yeah. But I've, like, hardly coughed at all for days, and then once in a while I woke up in a bad coughing fit
yeah.
last night, and I just get, like, this tickle, and I start hacking again. And it's
then
like a
you're
little
effed.
bit of, I can tell there's still a little bit of something in there now. I didn't think there was, but
It's still with you.
it was funny trying to sing in my car yesterday. Because when I'm by myself in the car, I sing really loud. And I was laughing out loud, cracking up at my own self for not being able to make sounds. But all right.
I'll tell you what, though, I had pleurisy, which is a type of pneumonia, when I was 14, which is about 10 times
Sickle.
worse what
Damn.
bronchitis is.
Is that the same as what they call walking pneumonia?
Yeah,
You can-
fluid collects in the lower part of your lungs.
Yes, my daughter had that.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, that was the worst. So now my
was
lungs
bad.
don't inflate right, and I have a legitimate
Yeah.
medical reason to not wear a mask.
I like tickles.
But
Oh my goodness. He likes
Chucker Jim, Chucker Jim's funny,
I can
and
tell.
you snorted
No, I didn't.
a little bit. It was funny.
Okay. No, I have to deny it. Now she had to go through so many things and just doctor visits, and then there was the allergist, and I knew what was wrong. She was waking up in the middle of the night, like going real hard, and then she'd cough, and then she'd be perfectly fine, and that was it. It would like last 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, but that had happened to me before, and after
A little bit.
weeks and weeks of bronchitis. And I was reading about it.
It was
that
cute.
It he is way behind us.
Yes,
He must be
is.
listening on this YouTube stream instead of StreamYard. But
I don't know.
no, so I read that when you've had bronchitis for so long, it like kind of stretches out like your larynx, and other muscles get, and so they will kind of relax a little, but so you wake up and they kind of like, and immediately it like kind of resolves itself. It's just within a few seconds. But they
It's
gave her the
insane.
full panel like allergy tests. Nothing came back positive at all, and she was
Right.
just miserable. But finally, like it was like they were wanting to put her on all these allergy medications and an inhaler, and it went away on its own in like 3 weeks after all that crap. Yeah.
All the tests, all the medical
Yeah, and then they were
stuff.
calling me like, "Why didn't you bring her back for her next appointment? Don't you want?" I'm like, "Don't you want to get better?" I'm like, "Excuse me, she is better, and you had nothing to do with it." I felt so gratified saying it to that evil lady that wanted to
Be mean to you about your
Yes.
child raising abilities.
Right? I'm not gonna
Bitches.
pump her full of something she doesn't need. She's got better on her own. Leave her alone, and it's never happened again since then. So, 3 snaps and a Z. That's what I have to say about that.
3 snaps and a Z. What is that?
You know, you snap 3 times and you make the letter Z in the
Oh,
air 'cause you're super
gotcha.
sassy. That's a 90s thing.
I was gonna say isn't that a non-white 90s thing?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, just wondered. Sorry. That's kind of racist. I apologize.
Yeah.
I didn't
why
mean
do
it
you-
that way. I didn't mean it that way. I'm just trying to clarify. Not the way I roll. Hopefully anybody who knows me knows that's not how I roll.
I don't think we have to be politically correct. Right.
No. Patrick, when Patrick gets busted by the Walmart cops and they actually call
I
real
thought it was
cops,
ecstasy.
and they actually call real cops, and then he gets banned from the Walmarts forever. I don't think there's anything politically correct about Patrick's stream. And Patrick, if I'm wrong, you can tell me.
I just miss the days of anybody being able to crack jokes at themselves and their own differences and their friends and their differences and everybody back and forth and not getting offended by it. Like I had, a whole mix of all different kinds of people in my school and stuff, and we messed with each other all day long and nobody got pissed.
And you probably got jokes a lot about being really tall, right?
No, they sound more like, are your arms long enough to reach that? And T-Rex things.
Oh, wait, because
PC sucks.
Because you're not really tall.
I'm quite the opposite.
Oh, got it. But you're not little person height. You're above that. So
Yeah, I'm just enough above that little person status. No, I'm not, I guess, quite average.
yeah,
lady
you're
height.
like half an inch under average for ladies.
Really?
Yes.
That's comforting.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember people being taller in the 70s?
No. I remember the exact opposite.
For me,
4'9"?
people were taller for me.
The only tall
I
people
do.
were basketball
I
players.
do.
I remember people being regular height in the 70s and 80s. And then as the 90s and 2000s hit, kids seemed to grow faster and taller. And one of the most disturbing and weird things was
Oh, yeah, compared to me.
I worked in a shopping mall near a food court for about 5 years at a furniture store. And I noticed these young girls were far more developed than any of the girls in my school when I was
Girls?
the same age.
And they were prettier.
I don't know about prettier, but they were more
They were-
developed. And I always
in
wondered
my-
if it was hormones
in
in
my
the meat.
region, anyway. But younger people to me are shorter and not as charismatic. They look kind of robot. They have the kind of empty stare.
Could that be the smartphones?
Welcome, Malia.
Could be.
Hey.
Hi.
I'm Malia. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Preliminal.
Malia.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, you're nasty. You had a weird, nasty lurker listener, Patrick. I could feel him in the spirit.
You're much
And that's why I
stupider.
didn't want to jump in, but they're gone now. I felt them leave. So
What was that?
some kind of listener that was not a good one. It was a mean one.
Oh,
So you got
that
some
always
lurkers.
happens to really good
You
people.
got some
What
lurkers,
up?
Patrick.
Is that why we are having such a off?
It could be
stream?
why we were having some off things. Yeah, definitely. It can do that. It can change the.
Oh, I'm still here.
You know.
That was good.
Uh-oh.
Is that truck or jam?
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, that was perfect.
It's hard to tell when he talks because his little thing doesn't light up and it's all dark over there.
Was it someone in the chat room?
No, they didn't chat at all. I didn't see him come into the chat. I just felt it in the spirit.
Wow.
Right.
You
They're gone
mean
now.
somebody
Are
don't
you-
like me?
Yeah, somebody. Well, they were actually waiting to see if I would get on. That's why I
Yeah,
didn't.
baby.
Are
But
you
I have some what do you call
I wonder
them?
if their hair
Stalkers?
was red.
I have some stalkers online.
What do you
so,
think?
Yeah.
Did you
No,
always
it
have-
wasn't.
It wasn't that one.
Did
No.
you always have that empathicness
Yes.
or intuitiveness?
Yeah, definitely. Since I was born, I'm a strange one. I'm a Nordic redhead.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Yeah. So, anyways,
can
So
see
do
why.
you read palms, or do you do anything?
I don't read traditional palm reading, but I do understand a very ancient
Hey, Pat,
type
do
of
these people
palm
don't even
reading
know who I am?
that I can do.
No,
Or
I don't think
I
they
do
really
on
care.
select occasions, I should say. Like I have to be told to do it by spirit. So very rarely, every once in a while, I have
Palms.
palms. Pom
So
pom.
what was that question? Do they know who you are? Is that what you said?
Oh, there goes the troll. You got a
Stamp.
troll there.
Yeah, you do. Stand by, Malia, real quick. Trucker
Mhm.
Jim is Patrick's brother, and Propagate the Light said, "I like some of your channel topics." And one of the mods has to keep an eye on Trash Bag Fashion Lover.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm muted back up. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a see how they come out of their
Yeah,
freaking
between you and
Yeah,
me.
that's ironic, isn't it? I never
right?
Yeah, about you being my brother.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody knows you're my brother.
Trucker Jim, does Wisconsin Rapids look like it relocated northwest from where it was before? Did you get that?
He's got that lag.
All right.
Well, while he's picking up that single, how you doing, Mahalia? Is that how
Oh,
you pronounce
okay.
your name?
However, I don't get picky about it. It gets pronounced so many different ways.
So can you
Okay.
can you give
If you're
give-
UK, it's Malia.
no.
Sometimes it's Malia. I call myself Malia.
Okay,
can you
Malia.
do
So,
can you do readings, Malia, over like right now, like just by talking?
Yes, she
to
can,
I got
Patrick.
that lag. I got that
Yeah.
lag. I got that lag.
Mahalia,
She
Lag,
can-
lag. Got that lag.
She can tell you stuff, Patrick, that will scare the shit out of you. Just for the record.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
It's pretty
I
hard
would
for me to
actually
hold
be
back if you want reading.
I would really be interested in a reading.
I got that swag. I got that
Ah.
lag. I got the swag.
If we
Lag,
can get
lag,
Trucker
Are
Jim
you
to-
are you
so-
sure about that?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
I'm
I
gonna
am-
mute up and listen, Malia. Go for it. He asked for it. Just give it to him.
him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Patrick, your timeline is
Can you read my mind?
very noble. No, not unless I don't like doing that.
I'm gonna mute you.
You know,
Trucker.
if something was going on and I needed to look, I can, but I don't do that to people. I think it's a
Can you
violation.
read my mind?
I think it's a violation of privacy. Hell yeah. I'm real serious too. Like I'm too serious. I need to loosen up a little bit sometimes, but
Mahalia, I have a question.
yeah, go ahead, Propagate.
Did you say that you're clairvoyant, or did you say you're empathic?
That is a very good question, Propagate. I have certain empathic abilities and gifts, but
What's that, read
I'm more
minds?
clairvoyant than.
Okay, so when you say empathic gifts, what do you mean by that? Are you talking about that you can feel a person's vibes or their
Yeah.
emotions? Okay.
See auras and kind of the traditional way of looking at what an empath would be. But there's lots of different definitions to that. It just kind of depends on what you know. You know, everybody has different understandings right now of what things are.
Right, because I would say that generally most people, or probably all people, are some sort of empathic. You know,
Yes.
you feel for people. You know,
Mhm.
and then like you said, the other definition is actually feeling
Can you
more.
feel my vibe?
Yeah, I feel like empathy is the root word of empathic. And for me, having the kind of life I've been through, I have empathy for most people in most situations.
Right.
I've been
Now,
through it.
a question on that, right? The empathy. I'm empathic as well. So I really feel to the point where I can cry for a whole day off of someone else's situation. Are you like that? Do you like really
Yeah.
feel the emotion?
Oh
Okay,
yeah, definitely.
okay, how would you handle that? Because when it happens to me, it's hard to get locked. It's hard to lock myself out of that.
Usually when that happens to me, I try to identify where or what soul is crying out in the spirit in that way. And I look for them in the soul realm. And I attempt to offer comfort or some kind of what's happening. Usually identification of who it is, where it's coming from helps a lot. Sometimes I just have to wait and get through it.
Now you're saying that you're tapping into a different part of their soul. Is that what you're saying? I mean, you said there's different. It depends on what soul you're tapping into, right?
Yeah, I try to identify what soul is feeling that way, what soul is passing that emotion to me, and why. Sometimes it's a what do we call it? It's right on the tip of my tongue too right now. The power of the latent soul. Essentially, it's like when a person passes away, very close family members, and usually for 3 to 7 days afterwards, if that soul is wandering, they can press those emotions very strongly. And so usually I have to, in a sense, shine brighter so they can find me and I can direct them to
that's pretty good.
the next place.
Good. That's pretty good. So you said you're clairvoyant as well. What do you mean by that? What do you clarify yourself as far as your power? What are you able to do?
Not.
Malia, can I be super bold?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I can be super bold, I've gotten to know Malia a fair amount, and there's a veil that separates.
How do you shine brightly? I mean,
there's a veil. There's a veil that separates waking reality from spiritual reality, and through not only natural gifts but Native American teachings, Malia can see beyond that veil. And there isn't really a word to describe it. Clairvoyant is, people think they're talking to ghosts and spirits and our higher self and our guides and all that stuff. And it may be the case, but from getting to know Malia and talking to her, there's something that she can experience that I cannot. And she can retrieve it and she can bring that information back to me. And I can say, oh, shit, you're exactly right. That's exactly what happened in 1994 in my life at this moment. So as far as a label for what she does, it's super hard to nail
Really
down.
hard. Yeah.
Super hard. And it has a lot more to do with soul energy and vibration.
I got a question. I know I'm on a delay, so hopefully you guys can hear this when it gets through. Can you specifically get in touch with any individual in the spirit world?
Any is a big word. Living, I can essentially find any living person, yes, in the spirit realm. But they have to be actual person. There's a lot of entities on this earth that aren't human with souls. So yeah, pretty much. I could find anyone if I needed to. In fact, I've helped find lost people before in the mountains and stuff. That's why I volunteer so much in forest
So you
service.
said the entities that you tap into. I didn't mean to cut you off. Do you mind me asking a quick question, real quick, Pri? You said the entities that are not human with souls. I know the animals.
What do you mean living?
There's entities without that they do not have souls that are currently occupying bodies essentially.
Oh,
in,
that's cool.
Okay,
on this
so
plane.
what are those entities about?
Comes from thousands of years of opening things that shouldn't be opened. They pretty much come from the lower 7 dimensions of our plane. Essentially,
Yeah,
they
Nancy Pelosi,
yeah, definitely.
Chuck Schumer,
Yes,
Adler.
yes, yeah. They
Are you saying they like to eat
daily,
Tide Pods?
and they eat each other, and yeah, they don't have souls.
So do you mind me asking, how do you, so you know this through your abilities? You're able to see that, or just, how does that work?
Well, I was born with it, so it took several years of figuring out what I was born with and figuring out what I could do.
Did it cross
And
over from who you were before? Like
yeah,
before, do you
yes.
remember?
Now I've seen all of my timelines back, and pretty much appear in every timeline. There's a few that I didn't, but for the most part, I've shown up every timeline.
I'm pretty sure I was an artist before this, except it wasn't on Earth. It was a different reality.
Yes, preliminal. You definitely have some special gifts in artwork. I can see that. Feel that
I don't call them gifts. It's more what you direct,
ability.
where your spiritual direction goes.
So basically, you can tell when who I was in past lives too.
Stop interrupting! What a rude ass!
It's because of his lag. Be nice. Yes, Trucker Jim. I have done that for a few people now. Depends. I don't always have to, and I don't like to. If I need to, I will. It depends on the situation, what kind of entities are attached, if there are entities attached to you. Sometimes I have to look back in order to decipher where that thing got attached and unattach it.
I know. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I have a short temper.
Question:
That's cool.
How do you go about unattaching these? Is what you speak of.
Most of that is observance, observing what happened, and then physically telling the person what happened so they can view what happened and confirm or deny if they have recollection of it.
Okay, I'll shut up and let you guys talk from now on. I'm sorry.
You're totally cool, Jim.
No, you're fine. I shouldn't have called you that. I didn't mean it.
The lag is a little comedic, though.
I think it's great.
A little bit.
Right. You let them know where it started at, right? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
How it became attached.
Yeah. And what happened, what kind of, usually some type of ritual is attached to it. So I have to watch what they did to the person and then reveal to the person, okay, this is what happened to you at this age and this time. And in part of the rules or the laws of that is, in order to continue the attachment to the generational line.
What was that last part you said? I didn't catch that.
In order to continue the attachment through the generational lines, the same ritual has to be performed on that person before the age of 8, usually. And so it's opening, usually it's getting that person to look at that thing had happened to them, because most of the time it's relating with blocked memories. They don't recall. So for me, it's going back and looking, okay, this is the entity attached to you. This is the generational family line. I have to look into family lines and names. I need to know last names and stuff for the most part, so I can track that down. Mm-hmm. And then essentially, depending on what type of entity it is, there's certain types that there's only those kinds. So once you know what those kinds are, then you understand how they perform their rituals. and what has to be done. So when confronting the person about so-called tagging of an entity, which is pretty much where you find people who are getting haunted by poltergeist or this kind of stuff, it's a familial type spirit that's been attached to their generational line. And it's usually specifically regarding, or the reason that they attach that to specific peoples is because of their spiritual abilities. So they're in a way so-called holding them back, so they don't, if you don't look into that, if you never open that door that this thing happened to you at that age, then you never are able to open up the full flow of your spirit and realize what your potential is, essentially.
Right. Now I have a quick question about what you just said. Now, it could be anybody, correct? It could be any age that an attachment could be attached to you, correct?
Yes and no, depending on the specific family line that I'm looking at. A lot of it has to do with family lines and what kind of principalities are assigned to those family lines, or other levels of entities. It's difficult to say because there's very few people that I have to do that with. You pretty much have to be on a very, very high threat level to them, and have gone through several generational lines of beating them that they even try, because it's so much involved in transmission of this thing. It's very, very difficult for them to do. So it happens rarely. But yeah.
Okay, so I have a quick, in reference to what you just said right there. I have a quick experience I just wanted to break down to you, just really quick, and I just want to see what you think about it, if it has anything to do with attachments. So I was entering my job. I'm just making it a short story. I was entering my job I had. This was years ago. I walked in through the door. As soon as I opened the door, because I'm clairvoyant, so as soon as I even cracked the door open, I felt like something ran through me and out the other end, and it was running from something. And after that happened, I had a thought in my mind that wasn't my thought, and the thought was I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to be here. It was just like this feeling of I didn't want to be here. So I feel like I was reading the thought of whatever ran through me. Now, later that night, I was working a night shift. Later that night, I started getting physically sick, and it just wouldn't stop. Just bringing up what was in me, that type of sickness, and that was going the whole night. So I had to leave early, and when I went home, the people that I was living with at the time, a few of those people got the same sickness. So do you think that it was some type of entity? Obviously, it was an entity. I know it was some type of entity, but do you think that it was an attachment that got attached to me, and I brought it to the house, and it attached to other people? Does that make any sense?
It sounds like okay, and in certain public places, we have, or people can. Okay, sounds like masonry. Somebody near you, because it usually comes with a stench, and it has a foul-smelling type of thing going around it, and that makes you sick, that makes you vomit. And that type of entity is kind of like a wanderer. It can pick you. It can pick up on you or attach. It can't necessarily attach. It passes through, like you described. And it usually hangs around like convenience stores or bars and this kind of thing. Sometimes if you purchase a shirt, certain type of clothing can stay attached to.
I just purchased a shirt today. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just purchased a shirt today. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
And it just needs to be cleansed. Water and smudge will take care of it. That's not something. I don't see it being like a specific attack against you. Just you happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, and it picked up on your empathic abilities, your clairvoyant abilities, I guess. It is, and then because of those clairvoyancy, it's able to grab onto people like you much easier.
Right.
Which is why people like us do tend to get or receive more spiritual attack than others, because it can move where otherwise it's stuck in the location until it can find somebody who has that, and then it can move on, so that it moves on to others. And so, but it's not your fault, you can't blame yourself for that shit, because it's just sitting there waiting. There are ways to fight against that. When you do feel something kind of walk through you, give that feeling of being walked through, immediately smudge. That's pretty much the number one thing. Use some kind of smudge or smoke to clear the room. But require that it tell you what its name is. Face it, turn it, look at it, and say, what is your name, and what right do you have to enter me or touch me? That's usually enough it has to tell you. And that's usually enough to get it to leave.
Right. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, no, I didn't mean to cut you off. So you're saying that to do that, but that would be very scary for me to hear a voice. How would that voice be heard?
What is
that would actually happen?
Usually a voice is heard in the pineal gland, or the higher frequencies. And so sometimes you can hear it in your head. Some people can hear it as an audible voice. And yeah, those voices are really all around us. I know it's kind of a scary thing, but they're there. It's just recognizing whether or not, it's a good thing to be able to hear them, actually, because then you're more aware of their whispers around and you can fight them off better.
So when you say smudge, are you referring to, like, in a sense that you take a rag and dip it in water and you're smudging something? So you're saying that smudging the environment would be burning the sage or burning the smoke in the environment.
And then just water cleansing any kind of shirt material, especially if you pick up a new shirt from a thrift store. Usually those ones can have attachments. But then I found recently some corporations are making essentially, it's really gross, guys. It's like blood dipped clothes that are passing on entities to people.
Tainted clothes.
Yeah.
Blood dipped. Oh, so somebody's blood got on the clothes is what you're saying?
Yeah, because they're the way they're manufacturing with the people.
It's in the color. It's in the color, and they're tainted clothes, and it's in the dye, and it's in the color, and it's human blood, and it's disturbing and disgusting, and people will pick it up, and they won't understand why they bought this shirt, and now things are getting fucked up in their life. Sorry, Patrick, I apologize. But it's a thing, and I didn't mean to jump in. I apologize.
No,
go back, Propagate Malia. And when you two get finished, Patrick is sitting here still waiting for some insight. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm muted back up.
Can I say something for 5 seconds?
Go ahead.
I just wanted to add to that the Easter eggs at the White House.
Yes. Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Crazy, creepy stuff.
It's disturbing AF,
yes,
right?
Very.
And people don't even understand why we watch this stuff in this media, and you get a sick feeling, and you don't understand that it's an energetic feeling as opposed to being a mental thing or a mind thing. It's an energetic thing.
Yeah,
and
it's intentional too. So you get sicked out and sad.
Yes, they're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
And as they continue to do that to us through the whole last year, like times 10, that if
What?
there's something that doesn't resonate with you and your physical being, it's probably from the wrong side of the tracks. So I'm muted back.
That's a good point. Our brains are like a computer, from what I've heard and what I feel. And we take in data all the time, and we have to just be more vigilant in what we take in, and just be aware of what you're taking in, your surroundings, of course. You know what I mean? Because to me that's the true virus of like what we've been talking about attachments and things like that. I think it's very serious that we need to pay attention to that. That's what I feel, because we could be all up in what we call the physical world and say, hey, this and that's going on, whatever, right? But that's been going on for many, many, many years, and I feel that some people are missing the point. Like, we really got to tap into our spirituality, because that's who we are. That's what we are. We're what we call spirits, and we have to know ourselves that way. And like, what you think manifests. So if you're going to polarize something, believe me, it's going to just keep manifesting and getting stronger and stronger. And I don't want to be the what do you call it, the propagator of that. I want to propagate light. That's what it's called. So that's just my that's what's been on my mind. So I'm just sharing that with everybody.
Hey, Trucker Jim, I'm gonna knock you out. Come back in. Let's see if we can get that leg taken care of.
And that was Pappers talking, Algo. That was my kitty this time.
Yeah, I heard a faint little something that maybe when he said that, I was thinking maybe it was just I'm imagining it because he said that, but my cat's not here.
No.
It's the only noise that's going on here is my son making Rice Krispie treats.
And right now, Patrick's face is propagating light.
Yeah.
You mean Spider-Man?
Do you want Spider-Man? I can get him. He's my best friend.
I was just saying that there's a lot of light on you.
Oh my God, you know Spider-Man? What?
No. Don't put the mask on.
No, Patrick, say some
Dude, you
words.
can't breathe.
man.
Yeah, you can't
Dude,
breathe.
you can't breathe.
Break
It
it
messes up your breathing.
So, Patrick, do you really want to know what Malia wants to tell you about?
Yeah.
Your family line has been haunted by cryptoids most of their existence. You definitely have some. What do I mean by that? Because of your Irish bloodline and very strong Irish bloodline, you have a certain seat at the table, shall we say. And it's how do I put this? It's among the kings, like King Arthur's table kind of stuff, which is what we're finding out ever since Conjunction, right? Algos, we're pretty much figuring out who we are in our generational timelines, what we were back then, and coming to the fullness of the realization of that. So little by little, we're getting pushed into a shining, essentially a sharpening, and a bringing forth of what made us unique back then and what's still making us unique now. So what I would say for you, Patrick, is that just keep on trucking the same way you're trucking. What you know already is good, and that you need to let go of, let it go. There, especially when it comes to the pharmaceuticals, I know that you are trying very hard on this one, and I'm helping you as much as I can, giving you strength and stuff. Look for some natural replacements to them. And yeah, you're going to do great, and just keep on shining, because right now you're in a position where there's not much that can stop you, and you're one of the few people who can do this, what you're doing right now. So you're walking in it, brother.
Thank you.
But watch out for those cryptoids. They are around you.
What's cryptoids?
Things like Mothman, I've seen some Dogman stuff around here a couple times.
They love to see me fall, don't they?
They do, and they really harass the hell out of you and your family. You know,
Oh, yeah.
something's close to you that shouldn't be there, but that's
Dude,
okay. You'll figure it out.
They burned down his house.
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
That was an operation. They were trying to stop you.
They literally burned down his house.
I have a question for Pat. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You go first.
Oh, I was just gonna say they could burn down my house, but there's nothing that can stop me.
Amen.
And that's exactly what she just said, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's the lineage you come from. That, and it's the higher Irish. It's the Nordic Irish in you, clearly.
Yeah.
And I don't.
And don't you
I'm
give
sorry.
yourself a hard time about? Sorry, Alico, but don't you give yourself a hard time about your weight, Patrick? It is specifically your body type. Live it and grow that muscle. Seriously. Like, that's what makes you. It's all bare.
Right. That's what I was saying earlier. That's why I said that your face is probably getting light because I guess you're sitting next to a lamp. But that could be a message right there, right? Like the light is on you. You're within the light, Yeah. And I love your background too, Pat. It's really nice.
Thanks. I have I got one of them circle things, for the light.
Right.
Dude, if you start doing lingerie videos with those circle videos, I'm out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I have to make some money.
Sorry, Daddy. I apologize.
No, okay.
I watch all these people that buy those lights, and that's the only thing I can see in their eyeballs.
I know
when they're on camera.
It's like, come on, really.
I can see that ring, that white light around and you're not that way, Patrick. It just makes you look pretty, so we're good.
No, he's got this glow.
He does.
It's nice.
And Malia, in reference to Patrick, right? How would you keep those types of energies away from you, the ones that try to hold you back? How would you do that?
Find people like me for now. Really, in this level of the war that we're in, if you don't already have skill in holding these things back and fighting against them, don't do it. They're at a level of power right now that is it's very, very dangerous. Those of us who are already operating in this hole is pretty much taking care of those things. Like me being able to connect with you and make that soul connection, I can watch over your area, and my soul naturally will. Assign certain people and other souls and other things that I have a really big spiritual army. I don't know how else to put it except that, and they listen to when I tell them, okay, go over there and take care of that, and overviewing those kind of things. But making the now, since the conjunction, making the association with face and soul is the difference. Where before in the past it was just looking at the souls in the soul realm, now we're actually making the full connections between people and soul, which is very, very different from what it was like before. That is that veil that was kept between the two. Now that veil has been torn. It's gone now. So those who can see, and eventually you guys will too, as we go along. But it's becoming more evident. Things like, again, not to bring up more but the cryptoids, the reports of different paranormal activities are becoming huge. Like, if you want to get into that, like, now's the time, because there are reports abound of sites of these things. Why? Because that veil is torn. These things are coming through and being able to be seen physically now.
Mm-hmm. Now, you pronounce your name Malaya. I just want to get it right, because I know what you said earlier about your name, but I do want to bring you onto my channel if you're interested. I'll just have you check it out. have you check it out first to see if you want to be a part of it. I'd love to have you on one day if that's okay.
Yeah, totally.
Wow, he
That'd be
never
wonderful.
invites me.
That'd be awesome, Brother Kate.
You can come on one day too, Chuck Jim.
Oh, I'll go drop out.
Yeah. And then you were saying earlier about the stench, right? Would you say that there's also a heaviness as if like someone put a big dirty blanket on your back?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's why the smudge and the cleansing with water is so important. If it's really, really super heavy and you can't just seem to shake it, I encourage finding what's called living water. So places like waterfalls or where abundant growth is happening nearby, where the negative ions are highly charged, and when the water is flowing and the places where it makes bubbles, it brings up oxygenated bubbled water. That's what we call living water. Bathing in the living water and sometimes even having to find clay and covering clay can remove things that are very heavy. Like I'm talking, you just can't shake the thing. And if it continues to make you sick, then that's another way we natives in old times would get rid of foul spirits.
Right.
That came with stench.
Right. How would most people, let's just say most people out there, how would we go about getting rid of these things that may be attached to people and they have no idea about it?
Oh, that's a tough one. Usually if they have no idea about it, they don't want to know. What I've encountered is even just approaching them and saying, hey, I see something stuck to you, will turn the attack on you. And that entity will, depending on how long it's been there, sometimes people even develop relationships with it and get used to it. And so they tend to hold on to it and they don't want to be loosed of it. And they listen to what it whispers in their ear, thinking that it's their own thoughts. So they usually, before I even get a chance to tell them, they've already attacked me. And I have to leave the environment.
My goodness, that's I hear exactly what you're saying. Trust me, I do. Yeah. I didn't know there was another person that goes through. Go ahead, Chuck Jim.
I was just gonna say that what she's saying about this entity that's attached to your body that'll kind of mold into you, kind of reminds me of that Doctor Who episode where that crab-looking thing was on the back of Doctor Who's companion. I can't remember her name, but yeah, it's just gave me creeps.
Yeah, we've had lots of representations in different movies and TV series that there's a certain amount of inputting into the consciousness that allows them to operate in a stronger level. If you believe in it, kind of in a sense, if you see it with your eyes and you make acquiescence or acceptance of that thing, then it becomes more stronger, essentially. Has more abilities that it can do. Ooh. But they're all limited according to what style and class it is.
That is crazy. The Trucker Jim made a good point right there.
I'll go get back in here. Yeah.
Hey,
Danny, go ahead. What did I make a good point about?
Oh, what you said about what you've seen on television. Yeah, I like that. Hey, yeah. Danny, do you have any? Would you say you have any psychic abilities that you're tapped into, that you're consciously aware of, that you use, that you utilize? Yeah. Oh, okay, what's that?
I call it smellepathy. I can't help it. It's what happens.
Right, I hear you. So, what do I smell like right now?
No, it's not like that. Like it's like a.
Like an aura?
Well, it's sort of, it's aura? Like my the impression I get from the interaction with someone's aura when I'm interacting with them vocally or thinking about them even. I can go back and then I'll be on the phone with someone and I can smell what they ate, or
What?
Ew.
yeah, it's ridiculous. It's
It's
comedy. I can't even. Or like they'll have a bowl of lemons on the counter and I smell lemons, like something like that.
My.
That's an actual example, but no. And then
Speaking
I
of
get
smell,
What?
speaking of smell, every time I get out of my truck, and I swear to God, this is the God honest truth. Every time I get out of my truck, as soon as I take that first step, I smell maple syrup. And I
It's
can't
your
figure it out. And it's
antifreeze,
been like
bro. You
that
need to
for
check your
months.
radiator, homie. Check your radiator.
No, I know what antifreeze smell like. No, this is
Patrick, take it
actually
back.
So it's other than your radiator is begging you to give it some attention.
no. I check my radiator every day. It's definitely not that.
So it's actually
It
not that? You don't have
smells-
a leak?
No,
Wow.
it's definitely not.
Huh. But
No.
it's only the
and,
truck?
And I've never. It's only my truck.
Has it ever had a radiator problem before? Are you the original owner?
No, I'm not the original. I'm a company driver.
Maybe you're going to have a radiator issue and you should keep some
That
alcohol
could be.
in the cab with you.
Hey,
to
I
cool
got
it
one
off.
for
Always
you.
do.
So, what would this smell be tonight? Rationally was here, and we got done with the wall back there, and all of a sudden, in one spot, we both smelt it. It was so strong. It was garlic, and smelled like garlic and buttery garlic smell. And we walked all through the house, and it only smelled that way in this one spot in the house.
Are you sure you didn't have some spaghetti? No, I'm just kidding. You didn't cook anything garlic? No.
Lobster with
Huh.
garlic butter.
Chef
Go to
Boyardee again, huh, Pat?
No,
Chef, don't judge, okay?
no, and I don't know any Chef Boyardee that smells like garlic.
No.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know, if
either.
it
I'm
had
just
some in it, it
messing
might
with you.
taste better.
Hey, Danny.
Yeah.
Angel,
Yeah.
Jennifer. There was somebody else that jumped in that. Oh, Tommy, tell the truth.
Oh, cool. But yeah, I have the
So, Patrick, can I and Jen and Danny, forgive me, both of you.
Fun. What does that garlic smell mean?
I don't know what the garlic smell means, except you're eating good food because garlic's really good for you.
It's
But
definitely not a vampire.
or your neighbor is. Although some
Yeah.
things make me smell like garlic and they have nothing to do with
Vampire.
garlic. So you never
but
know.
correct me if I'm wrong, Danny, but the smell-o-vision is not necessarily. I mean, sometimes it's the specific thing a person just did, but sometimes it's the general overall aura / persona /
Yeah.
representation of a person that you meet, whether it's online or in person. And
Yeah.
a person who has a metallic smell might be a welder, but might also be
No, they just have a lot of iron in their blood.
Crackhead.
exactly right. And a person who smells like leather might be a certain type of person, or it might be a kettle grower. And so, I mean, is that accurate to express it that way?
Yeah, I mean, I plead the fifth. No. I'm trying.
So being around me, you must smell meatballs.
Not always bit of venom. That's not always a qualifying factor. Just roses.
No, roses aren't
and demons.
demons. No.
No.
But go ahead, Danny. I'm sorry.
That's funny he says that because I wasn't on the YouTube page.
There
I was
are
on the
some, though.
StreamYard page. And so, yeah, that's something I've heard a lot before, but it's not. And I've never, actually, I think I have once. But I think that was just a fluke. But the Rosicrucians, I think they have a lot of issue with that. Whatever demonic entity is causing that smelling of the roses. But for me, it's more of a, and this is something that turns my stomach, it's like the lilacs. But that funky sound
I
you're
love
hearing is my son
lilacs.
rolling Rice Krispie treats, but not Rice Krispies. It's Fruity Pebbles into a ball of marshmallow gooiness.
Wow.
Nice.
That's a sugar crepe right there.
So what are you going to make out of that? You flattened it out. It looked like a brain. It was really cool. Now it's a
Brenda.
cow patty.
That's because you're in Canada, Brenda.
I have a quick
I
question
don't
for
want it.
anybody that wants to answer this. Am I the only one here that could smell a cold? Like when somebody has a cold and I get near them, I could smell it and taste it in my mouth.
No.
Sometimes, all right.
Yeah, I can.
No.
I can.
Yeah, it's like a sickly. It's like a
Right.
pennies and pus.
Yeah, very metallic.
Ew.
Coppery
Sorry, but
metallic.
like, how do you?
That was really gross, though, Danny.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but that's what it smells like.
Let's talk about lemons again.
Lemonade and lemongrass.
Yeah, there you go. And maple
My
syrup.
dad's ex-wife is the most amazing person. Oh, that like the most amazing female figure in my entire life. It's like lemongrass and oregano.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Sorry. I was having a happy moment there. Thinking about lemongrass.
Nice.
So,
No, that's
so
all
Patrick,
Really.
Beautiful.
Patrick, you'll have to describe more on the garlic thing in order to find an identification on that, because yeah, that doesn't help. We need more, because just garlic could be anything. It can relate to a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just, but it smelled like buttery garlic. There's nothing else to.
Yeah, like somebody frying
Maybe it
shrimp or
was your
something.
maybe it was your insides telling you need some lobster in your life.
Probably that's what I was thinking. Like some kind of sailor thing going on here.
Right?
Yeah.
I just remembered
So-
something. Brenda said that she smells maple syrup quite often, and she's experienced it too, which reminded me of when I was like 5 and 6. I had moved away from my
That smells
grandparents, and I
really
missed
good.
them really bad. And I would lay on my floor, and I would think about my grandma, and I would smell maple. So I don't know if that could have
Really?
anything- Yeah, I would always smell like maple syrup, kind of, when I missed my grandma.
Bounced you again, Elgo.
My two favorite smells is maple syrup and butterscotch.
Butterscotch is legit.
You need
Right?
some prints in your life.
Oh, and skunk. I love the smell of skunk.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I like the smell
It's
of
gotta
when
be in
someone
the
hits
air for a
onion
little
grass
bit.
with a lawnmower. That smells good
Does-
to me.
Oh, I don't
Does
think
it-
I've ever smelled that.
Does anyone else think bleach is the best smell ever?
Yeah, like a
No.
swimming pool area in a hotel.
Yes. Chlorine
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too.
No.
Best
Oh,
smell
the
ever.
I
chlorine smell?
love that smell. Bleach towels.
too. Yeah, that's my
Ew.
favorite.
Ew, ew, ew.
That and vanilla.
My
vanilla
oldest
are
daughter's
my two favorite.
Vanilla now, yeah.
My oldest daughter loves diesel fuel.
Mine too. And I'm like, no, that really doesn't smell good. Stop.
Right? Is that weird? Well, I guess her dad being a trucker, there's a reason
You
there.
know
but
what?
it's very
That's a
weird.
love thing.
Yeah,
There you
that
go.
is a huge
Yeah.
love thing. Because your clothes and your essence smell like diesel when you come home.
I really like
Yeah,
ammonia
and,
too.
and when she was, oh no,
Like a
No,
bottle, like
ugh.
a bottle
That's
of
my
Ammonia
ammonia.
is the
smell.
best.
That's one of my favorite. Yeah, I remember that. I
Me too.
love that smell.
But don't mix ammonia and bleach or you'll
No,
die.
don't mix the ammonia with the bleach now. No, don't
Yeah.
do
You'll die.
that. Well, at
Nice
least,
hairdo.
never mind.
That will.
Throw a little peroxide in that.
So Chuck
I
or Jim,
can't
are
even
you
go around bleach.
gonna make it on time, Chuck or Jim?
No,
No, you're
I'm going to
gonna
be
be
about
late?
45 minutes late, but that's all right.
Well, it took them 9
You're
hours to
still
load
in
your
the time.
shit. Yeah, it took them 9 hours to load your stuff, so it's not your fault.
Right, exactly.
You're still in the
It's
break
just the
time.
fact that I've been up since I've been up since 2:30 this morning, and now gotta go all the way around the clock, and I won't get back to bed till at least 10 o'clock. And
So
I'm
now,
not
now
too
you're on
happy about that.
you're on 24 hours. Right.
As of right now, yeah. But
Yeah,
now, yeah, just about.
And so you got another 10 after that?
Yep.
Oh my. Yeah, I feel
Right.
you.
Yeah.
How do you override the drive more than so many hours? How do you get past that?
Well, I don't run an ELD. I don't run an electronic logbook.
Okay,
I
got
run
it.
paper logbooks.
Copy. So you just keep going and
Yeah,
fuck it and lie.
Yeah, I refuse to work for a company that does the ELD.
Good for you.
You can't cheat on the ELD.
Right. No, you
You
can't.
can't make any money on the ELD.
And the son of a
Exactly.
bitch shuts down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Not
don't know if
only
people,
that, there's lots of other problems with it too.
well, I don't know if people know that, but if you're on an electronic log, your truck will tell you when it's going to shut off, and you have to find a
Yeah, I'll
place.
give you a 15-minute warning.
You got to find a
That
place
sounds
to
a little
pull
bit like
over.
communism to me.
It's super
little
fucking
bit.
dangerous.
It is.
There have
That-
been so many wrecks.
That's why you
because of
see
that
so many
shit.
semis on the side of the expressway
Yeah.
at nighttime. That's why you
It's not-
see so many of them.
Yeah,
Because
it's not
there's not
little-
enough parking spaces. There's not enough truck stops.
No way.
or you're in between them,
So how long do you have to pull over when that
Yeah,
happens?
like
15
6 hours.
minutes.
Really?
No,
Mandatory
it's like
10
6
hours.
hours. 10 hours.
No, I mean I saw.
No,
I was
10
watching
hours.
Ali
10 hours.
D
Yeah,
talk about it
after
one
every
time,
10
but
hours.
he's in Europe. But I mean, he got like a $200 and something fine for being 30. It was like seconds.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Insane.
Yep.
Welcome to the new age.
Now you can override this the shutdown by putting it on putting your logbook on a personal conveyance, and that'll give you up to 5 hours to find some place to park. But the problem with that is if you put it under personal conveyance
You lose money.
and you're driving the same direction as your you're driving the same direction as your delivery, and you drove an extra 2 hours, then you can get fined for that. Now, if you only drove an extra half hour to find a place to park, they won't mess with you. But you're legally allowed to drive 11 hours. You're allowed 14 hours on duty, so the 11 hours plus 3 hours on duty, not driving, and you have to have a mandatory 10-hour off straight. It can't be can be uninterrupted. But I haven't had a 10-hour break in over 24 hours, so.
Right. And it sounds like you got 10 more to go, so you ain't getting one.
Right, exactly.
Dude, you're a badass. I
But,
got to
hey,
tell you.
I've been doing this over 30 years.
Yeah, and I got to tell you that when
Thank you.
a person in Kentucky goes to the natural grocers or Walmart to get their organic cheese, they have no idea that you were up for 34 hours to get them their cheese. They don't know that, and they don't appreciate it, and they don't understand why they pay $1 more. But everybody in this chat tonight does, right? And so, yeah, kudos.
Yep.
Patrick, you got an awesome big brother.
I have been.
Shh, don't wake him.
He's
No,
my
little brother. He's my big brother.
Oh, got it. So, Patrick, you got an awesome little brother.
Well,
But
thank
yeah,
you,
I have
Albert.
been driving 30 years. I've got over 2 million miles, safety miles. Knock on wood, I've never had an accident.
Got a knock on my head right now.
Hmm.
I think it's made of wood.
It certainly is a hard head.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I apologize. But
It sounds
No,
like
no,
a personal
no.
information there.
not that guy.
No,
not,
he's
not that guy.
He just has his ways of doing things, and that's the way he does them. So I would personally call that a hard-headed person.
Yeah, not that kind of
I'm a-
hard head, Trucker Jim.
I'm
The
a
oth-
trucker.
yeah, okay.
Right.
The
I
word,
know.
the other kind.
Right.
not the
La-di-da-di-dee. Anyway,
yeah, not the
so
brown chicken, brown cow kind. The other kind.
Yeah, that is totally not what I meant.
yeah,
That's why I clarified.
wow, wow.
Yes.
I just shouldn't have said that.
I'm in Colorado. My friend Smurfer's in Kentucky. Probably, I don't know if she's near where you're dropping off. And my friend Malia's in Montana, and my friend Patrick is in Wisconsin. And you are on the road. So, yeah, nobody knows about the heads and the Batman guy. So, moving on.
Whereabouts in Kentucky is this person at?
Me?
Louisville.
That's me. Oh, that's me. I'm Smurfer.
Oh, Louisville.
I'm in Louisville.
I'm going right through Louisville. I'm going 65 to 65 to 64 to 75 and then down. So I'm going to be going through Louisville, but to the east. Yep. To Lexington and the Lexington South.
Oh, I love
I'm sure you've heard of
the
London,
gorges on the way
Kentucky.
to Lexington are so pretty.
Oh, nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Louisville. I used to live in Fairdale.
Really? My
know if you know where
18-year-old son is
Fairdale
standing here
is.
correcting my pronunciation of Louisville. He said, "Where are we now? You mean Louisville?" I didn't grow up here. I'm from
Louisville.
Michigan.
Louisville.
It's Louisville.
Whoa.
Ah, okay.
Sorry.
Louisville.
I know it's Louisville.
What do you mean? You mean Louisville?
Louisville.
Louisville?
Louisville. Over in a holler. That's real gnar. That road down there and by that holler is real gnar. Right there? Yeah. Hearn?
Ooh, yeah, oh shit, she was cute.
Drive by a cute one?
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, that was a real cute one.
I love truckers.
I know. Right?
Yeah, buddy. I love
You
when
guys were
they
fun.
kind of give me a little attention too.
When the truckers give you attention. I'm sorry, I couldn't avoid that.
No. I'm talking about the females when they give.
I know, I was just picking on you.
Although there are some really beautiful looking female truckers nowadays.
Yeah, there's a lot more women getting in the business, isn't there?
I always wanted to do that, but I have narcolepsy, so I
Yes,
can't.
there is.
That would be a wreck and a
Yeah,
half if
some
I
of the
tried
new
to be a
breed.
truck driver.
Ugh. Some of the new breed of the truckers are just
Dude,
terrible.
I was in the. Oh, they're horrible. They don't know how to train.
Whoa.
Oh,
They don't know
they're
how to
putting these
drive.
people in behind the wheel after 4 weeks of drive.
Yeah, they drive it. They drive
But
the big
get
old
back
thing
to the
like they're
narcolepsy.
sports cars or something. It's crazy.
Yeah.
My friend Mindy
Anyway,
does.
I was in basic training in the Army, and we had this little Filipino dude, and he had narcolepsy. Dude, we
Oh.
were on a 5-mile hike, and he
That's not
fell
good.
asleep, and my drill sergeant made me carry him back.
I mean, what do you do? He's tired.
He's out.
I can relate. When you're tired, and that's it. There's nothing you're going to do.
Yeah. Needless
Yeah,
to say, he was
I've
kicked
had to
out of the
fall
Army
asleep like
before
that.
basic training was over.
Well, yeah, right, Trucker Jim. But would you rather be?
That's weird. You're the first.
No, go ahead.
What would I rather be? What?
Would you rather be carrying the guy with narcolepsy, or would you rather be the guy with narcolepsy?
Oh, no, you don't want to be the guy with narcolepsy. I promise.
I'd rather be
no,
carrying. I'd rather
carry.
be carrying. Yeah, absolutely. Because that's a pretty heavy cross to bear.
Only reason I brought it up is you're the first person, Danny, that I've ever met or heard of that have had that disease other than
Really?
this dude.
Yeah. I think you'll meet
Yeah.
a lot more people now. It's been pretty much mainstream confirmed that the flu jab of a few years ago has been found to cause it.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it was 2015 or 16.
Really?
Yeah.
So the numbers are coming.
Yeah, the numbers are going to show up.
And I don't even...
my first symptoms were when I was like 4, so it's...
Yours is genetic, but I don't know if I call it a disease as much as a condition.
Yeah, I don't really think it's a disease, and actually a lot of the times
I couldn't find a word for it.
That's all right.
Well, there are things that they call symptoms of it that actually are not negative things. They're actually, I would call
Positive.
more nobility.
Positive, yeah. You can nap like on a fucking dime.
Oh yeah, but I mean, not just that. There's a lot of things.
Yeah,
it's a
right.
connection to, the state, the place between sleep and awake. That's the really important place, and they don't want us to be able to do that.
That's the best.
I'm sorry if we're having sex and you have fall asleep. I'm going to be offended.
Oh, I don't think people with narcolepsy do that. Okay, yeah, they do.
Trucker. To be super honest, Trucker Jim, you wouldn't stop anyway.
Whoa.
No, I wouldn't. No.
Right.
I knew he was not going to get mad at you saying
Right, of course.
That's why you said it.
We're this far in. We just
It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Anything goes.
I've
got to deal with it.
I've been 15 years. If I could get it, I'm dead.
I love you, Trucker Jim. You're so awesome. I do. You're
if
authentic.
you can't laugh, then you're just fucking boring.
Dude, yeah, and the authenticity with your brother and you inspire me, and I appreciate it, and I hope I don't ever sound too uptight or too vocabularized or too smart or too much of an asshole. But the authenticity I've met from Patrick and you makes me smile, and people like Propagate and Danny and Malia show up here to participate with you two, Knucklehead Brothers. I love it. I love every bit of it.
And you know what's really strange is Pat and I have only really got to know each other the last 11 years out of our 50, his 51 years, my 50 years. And yet we act like we've known each other our whole lives, and we're actual brothers.
Yeah, because you're soul connected. You're soul connected.
Yeah, definitely.
Whatever
I don't
shit
know
happened.
about that. I'm gonna have to get a 23andMe and find out.
Oh my God, no, don't do that.
No, I know.
You want to check the evidence to make sure, Patrick?
Amber did. That's how we knew that Amber was mine.
Well,
yeah, I'm not giving my blood up to the government.
You can't be mad at that.
No, if you got to find a daughter and you got to figure out if it's that you can't be mad at that. No shit.
So Algo, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Well, as far as
why do you like that in between space of sleep and wake?
Oh, because I can do anything there.
Like
I
what?
can do literally anything.
Yeah.
You're not going to let out the secrets, are you?
No, but
don't say too much. I'm just joking. Or am I?
When I'm a prolific dreamer, and I will tell you guys something, and this kind of is weird to people, but
What was that?
What was what?
Sound like somebody stepped on a dog.
Whoa.
I don't have a dog, so it wasn't me.
I didn't hear that.
But
smoke some more, brother.
He just had a little nap. That's all.
Last Thursday night, I had a dream about being in a retail carnival store, and I was the manager, and I was trying to make everything go right. And then I woke up at about 4:30 in the morning, and I got a drink of water, and I fell back asleep. And then I had another dream where I was telling my friend Mike Kelly about the dream I just had. I mean, literally let that sink in for a second. So I had a dream, and then I woke up, and I went and got a glass of water, and then I fell back asleep. And then I had another dream where I was talking to my friend, and I'm like, dude, I had the most amazing dream. I was in this carnival and I was the manager. I mean, it was almost like Inception level dreaming. So I'm a very prolific dreamer. While I'm sleeping, I do reach out to other people who I know, and I touch them and I wake them and I contact them. So that place between my waking life and my sleeping life is such a fluid area, Malia, that I can do anything in there, literally anything. And
That's where all the realizations are.
Wait,
where you
wait.
the
You
other
mean
two.
Mike knows,
Yeah.
wakes up and hears your conversation?
No, I don't even
That's
know.
wicked.
He was
It's
just
like
in my dream.
telepathy.
Well,
I don't know.
it happens. Yeah,
Oh,
it
I thought
happens.
you made a phone call afterward and said, "Hey, did you?"
No.
Okay.
I didn't make a phone call. It was the dream I had after I fell back asleep, where I told him about the dream I just had.
Okay.
But it's a fluid place
I get
where
it now,
there are no boundaries, and I try to be very careful with what it is I do there, but it's such an empowering place to be, so that twilight place between my waking dream and my sleeping dream, because I think right now, at this moment, we're all dreaming this reality. I literally believe that. And I think that in between time is where anything can happen.
Dreaming, more like nightmare.
It could be. Yeah, it can be, depending on your perspective. Absolutely. And if you can shift your perspective to where this waking dream state isn't painful, then it's no longer a nightmare and it's just an adventure. And I kind of think that's the goal of this place, is for us to understand that while we are here, we don't have to see it the way anybody else tells us. We don't have to experience it. And we can prospectively shift it to a happy place every single flipping day.
Nice.
Every moment of every day. That's how I see it.
Did somebody just do a clapping track?
No, I heard.
That was Propagate.
Yeah, that's Propagate.
I don't know what that was.
It sounded like a ratchet or a hammer or a woodpecker, but no.
It sounded like a laugh
I
track.
thought somebody was playing Yahtzee.
Did I get it? I got applause? Well, thank you, Propagate.
Hey, any applause is applause.
So yeah, I think the dreaming state that anybody experiences is a gateway to understanding more about why you're here, what you're doing, how you experience it, and how you show up for other people. Is my personal opinion. Like when Patrick does his stream and he allows people to come on without a topic, without an agenda, without headlines, without anything, he is just opening himself up to letting people experience Patrick. And it's a beautiful thing. And I think that's why more and more people are kind of seeing that. So
That's cool.
Right. So you say we have influence over
Yeah,
this
that's
dream.
cool.
So it's like a lucid dream, you're saying, and we have influence over it, or how it plays out.
well, absolutely. And so propagate the light, or this light, sorry, my bad. When you wake up in the morning and you take your shower and you get your breakfast and you don't have to work that day, you have nothing but open choices in front of you. You can go buy a lottery ticket. You can go ride your bicycle. You can take your dog for a walk. You can sit on your ass and watch YouTube videos all day. You can go do
See,
push-ups.
that's what I do.
You can do any of these things, and they will all manifest out of your choice.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think what happens to most of us, including myself, is that we get trapped in the idea that we don't have those choices.
Right.
And it just seems to kind of unfold in the day for us. And then we lay our head down and we wake up and we do it again. But what's really going on is that every moment of our waking existence, it's a lucid dream. It's literally a lucid dream. That we have control over these bodies, we have control over our choices, and we don't even, everybody, every school, every parent, everything before us told us that's not true, but it's literally a lucid dream all the time, whether you're awake or whether your body's asleep, and we have control of those choices.
Right. Quick question about what you just said. Would you say that, you know, when you wake up in the morning, because I'm assuming a lot of people have this happen. I've had it happen a lot in the past, where you wake up in the morning, something goes wrong, you maybe stump your toe on the side of the bed, and you're like, ouch, you know, or whatever, right? And then you go about your day, and it seems like other things are going wrong, and then you say, I had a bad day. Would you say that it's based on our way that we take things? Like that stumping of the toe, if I took it positively, then everything else would just go in that flow.
Absolutely. And for me personally, when I wake up and I walk into the side of the bed because I'm half asleep and my foot hurts, I'm like, okay, this is me trying to tell myself something. This is me trying to tell myself, slow down today, because your day is going to be complicated and you're not caught up to that. So you need to slow down, Mike, and you need to take care of your foot, but you also need to be aware of everything else that you could stub your toe on. So, I mean, that's how I see it.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point that I've noticed too, is like paying attention to certain things that happen or pains in your body usually have relation to what kind of things we need to relate in our life if we make the correlation, right? You know, like stubbing toe is an easy one, but if somebody has a pain in their shoulder, it's usually having to do with lifting too much, carrying, and having too much of a burden on your back, or dragging something. Usually shoulder pain has to do with dragging someone or something around. So,
well, yeah, it could be, but I mean, to his example, if you have chronic shoulder pain, that's another topic. But when you wake up in a little bit early, or you go hit your alarm clock and you smack your toe, you can be pissed off about it, and then you can feel it later, and you can let it run your day, or you can say,
right,
this doesn't have to run my day. And I think that's where
really important, making those choices right there.
Well,
yeah,
we have been given the ability as human beings to. It's okay. So let me try it this way. So we live in this realm of nature, and nature feeds on. Earlier in the chat, somebody said, well, it's good and evil, and the gazelle doesn't think it's good when the lion tears it apart and eats it. Then my comment was, we live in a place where life feeds on life. The difference is humans have been separated from that to the point where we can make choices about our experience. And if we're not actively, consciously making choices about our experience, then we're going to put our mask on, we're going to take a vaccine, we're going to follow the government dictates, we're just going to be here. But we were given that ability to consciously make choices for our experience. And to me, that it takes up so much of my time, and it fucking sucks. And I feel like I got OCD, but that's how I live, is that when I stub my toe, to your example, Propagate, is I stop and I assess and I say, okay, am I going to have a bad day because of this, or am I doing this to slow me down? And if that makes sense to you, Propagate, then I answered your question well. And if it doesn't make sense, then ask me in another way.
No, that definitely makes sense. I appreciate your appreciate your comments about that. Go ahead, Trucker Jim. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, I think Trucker Jim was trying to say something. But yeah, no.
I just laughed at what you said.
Oh, okay. All right. I concur. So So definitely, you will definitely. Oh,
I
somebody
think Patrick
snoring.
fell asleep. I
Yeah.
think Patrick fell asleep on us
He-
He's
again.
so tired.
Dude, he does
Daddy.
that. It's fine.
Oh,
Don't wake him up. I've tried
At least
before.
the
It doesn't
camera's
work.
not
It's his
on this
beauty
time.
nap.
Let him sleep.
I mean, I can't believe.
I
You
think
said
it's
he's 51.
beautiful.
It's old age.
You know, actually, really, it's his very special gift. He gets, he's able to travel if he's asleep, and it takes certain peoples to kind of be
Put him in
around
that
him
place.
and put him in that place where he feels comfortable to do
Yes,
that.
you took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
I wish I could. I wish you guys would talk me to sleep right now.
And we've done it in the Discord a couple times, Algo. They did it to me one time.
Oh.
He got me to fall asleep.
Yeah,
You
not
know,
me.
one
but-
person did that to me.
Don't talk me to sleep.
No, don't talk Trucker Jim to sleep, or we got a bad outcome.
No, not. This is
We
not the
gotta
right
keep you-
time.
this is the stream to keep you awake, Trucker Jim.
We need to start making annoying sounds if he starts
Yeah.
drifting off.
It'd be 41,000 pounds of cheese and smoothies all over the highway. Don't sound good.
Oh my god.
How crazy! Like, I don't know about you guys, but I still think it's phenomenal that we can all be here talking to each other, and then somebody's driving down the road and talking, and it's such a crazy world we live in right now.
It's
So much
very
has
cool.
changed.
Yeah.
we came a long way from the 80s where we used to wear those visors. Remember the visors?
Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah.
I've been trying to look into the whole like
And
change
fanny
from the
bag.
Piscean age into the Aquarian
I
age.
found a fanny bag at the thrift
Hey,
store the other day. That's great.
Have you seen
What are
the
you
one
trying to
where
say
it looks
about
like
my
a beer
parachute
belly?
pants?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Danny, but how do we distinguish the timeline?
Oh yes, it's so.
It's nasty, isn't it?
No, Danny, how do we
Not here.
how do we distinguish the timeline between the Piscean age and the Aquarian age?
Well, I think it's who I don't know. Like I don't want to give a definitive like thing on what I think it is and it isn't, because what I feel like it is or almost is or might have been for a few years now, but it's just being suppressed. We're being the time that like, the
Somebody's
calendar
awake.
has. He tricked everybody.
Are you awake, Patrick? Were you trolling
That was
us,
only
brother?
pretend snoring.
Were you
Yeah.
trolling us?
I fell asleep for a couple minutes, but
Okay, so you weren't trolling us.
you woke me. You guys
He's so
woke me up.
honest.
We heard you
He's
snoring,
so
brother.
honest.
It wasn't real.
Oh,
He was
what a
sleeping with his
bastard.
eyes open. It's a
I
talent.
figured you guys heard me snoring.
We did. Yes.
Was I snoring?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah,
too,
you were a
so-
little bit. It wasn't too
Yeah.
bad. It was just a little.
A little baby snore.
That was just me trying to catch my breath.
You gotta get that machine, man. Oh,
I know.
hey, I wanted to talk to you. Have you ever tried using a nebulizer with what's called mullein? It's a Native American herb. You can usually
Oh.
find it at
I've been pronouncing that wrong.
most mullein.
How did you pronounce
most
it?
health
Mullein.
stores.
Mullion.
Mulligan.
What's
Yeah.
it called? Mulligan?
Mullein.
Mullen.
Mullein. I'll spell it in the chat for
I
you,
swear
but
there's an I in there.
there is, but it's pronounced mullein.
Well, I'm from Michigan. Give me a break. The Potawatomi, you don't say it that way.
And
Come on.
You buy it dried. I gather it, but where you guys are in the city and stuff, you don't want to gather it. It's too polluted. It won't work. You got to go up in the mountains to get it.
Dude, it doesn't
But-
grow. Malia, it doesn't grow where they are.
Yes, it does. It grows
No,
everywhere.
it doesn't grow where they are anymore.
Probably
It doesn't.
maybe
it
15,
doesn't.
20 years now.
Yeah, it doesn't grow where they are now.
It has to.
It
I
doesn't.
bet you I can find it. I bet you I can find it. I can find
I
it.
will
Like
bet
the
you-
dramatic seasonal changes aren't there like they
You
used
just
to
have
be.
to get out of the city a little bit, off into the highways,
So-
off in the back
So that
roads.
goes on your nebulizer.
Nebulizer
And
with mullen.
yeah, it's a dried herb, and nebulizer with mullein may help with the breathing. It's
You'll
very
pass the
good breathing
F out
treatment.
and you won't snore.
And you would do a treatment every night before you go to sleep, and it's very refreshing. It's a have you ever used a nebulizer before?
No.
But
Um,
I
it's
did that and drank some stinging nettle tea at the same
Yeah, I
time.
have, but it's an
no,
anti-inflammatory.
I wouldn't, Danny. Stinging nettle tea for Patrick for his blood type isn't not good.
Okay, I don't know his blood type.
But
but
Patrick, until you find your wife, you don't have to worry about it because your snore is not going to keep anybody else up. So fuck it.
I mean, that was like the lightest, cutest little snore. Like,
in most cases, yeah, Danny, stinging nettle tea is very, very good, but you have to be super careful with it with RH or Irish blood types.
It was like a little puppy snore. I know.
It was cute. But that should help quite a bit and may even make it so you don't need a sleep apnea machine.
No, nobody needs a sleep apnea machine.
No,
Why?
those
You
are
could buy
stuff
a
that community
nebulizer.
has. Yes, and at most medical supply stores carry nebulizers.
Amazon.com. Nebulizer.
Amazon has them.
Like would Walgreens?
Yes.
Yeah, you should be. Maybe. I don't know. They changed a lot of the rules about them, Algo.
No, they're still there.
Are they still there? Cool.
Yeah, you can get a nebulizer at Walgreens. But
Cool,
can you
yeah.
can you get into Walgreens without getting banned by every Walgreens?
That's the question. I would just look for one online and get into herb. Probably
I mean,
online
does
is
he-
the easiest.
it's probably a palate issue, not like mucus. If it's a mucus issue, you could just eat some like just pineapple even.
Yeah.
Pineapple helps.
But really,
yeah.
it's like the core that has the good stuff.
Pineapple?
That's
And people
pineapple
don't eat the
juice is
core.
More for
I
like
eat
when you have a buildup of mucus, where he's got this is more in his system, and it I would say it's some vaccine effects from young age, from early.
I think you.
You know, I would.
I got a funny
But
thing in my
I,
nose.
I'm not allowed to give this kind of medicinal advice online, so
No.
I'm kidding.
So no, you don't have to
a
give
fuck.
advice, but you can ask questions. Patrick,
I know my
are you
shit.
eating cereal with
No.
cow's milk? Are you drinking milk?
Oh yeah.
Stop, dude! It's the milk.
Why? What's wrong
Probably.
with milk?
No,
It's messing
no,
up.
Mucus.
it
Yeah, the
could
mucus in the
be.
milk.
Huh?
No,
Could
stop
be.
it.
Yeah.
Like that mucus. If you have mucus production, it's
I don't really have mucus.
She doesn't. That's why I'm saying it's not. Pineapple probably isn't going to help, and
no, it won't help if you. drinks
It's
milk.
not a
Shit.
mucus problem. It's in the lungs itself, is what I'm seeing. And
So
it's
is this
just-
mold and
I've seen a few other people have that
anti-inflammatory?
problem.
Guys.
Mullein, yeah, it's an anti-inflammatory for the lungs.
Guys, though, we're over-diagnosing Patrick right now.
I am so glad.
No.
No, it's
No, we're
fine.
not. Next
I'm
comes
so
you,
glad.
Algo.
No.
I'm
We're
so
over.
glad that I don't. Yeah, I would not want to go into the hospital for anything, because if I ever fell asleep in there, they would hook me up to a fucking.
They'd hook you up to the
Oh,
machine.
CPAP.
ventilator.
No, they would put me on a ventilator.
Those forced
Oh,
air
and then
ventilators.
you'd be dead.
Are your
Yeah.
lungs burning? Or
Yeah,
do
that
you-
would
No.
really.
like if you took a really
Blow your
deep
lungs
breath, would
out.
you feel like you had to cough?
No.
So your lung
No.
function is okay then?
Yeah, I got great lungs.
Yeah,
I can blow. I can blow a
It's
candle.
fine.
out.
It's just sleep.
Okay,
It's just
so-
in the sleep.
I got
Could
a lot
you
of
at least
air in my
just not
lungs.
drink milk at night? Like cut it off at 12?
Danny, it's not
Please.
milk.
No, I mean just like everybody in the
I
world
love
though.
milk. I love milk.
Time
Gosh.
out, guys. So Patrick
Okay, thank
has a
Not over
head.
about it.
Patrick has a head the size of mine, which is really big by comparison to other people. And when he lays down or when he slumps back in his chair, that cranium opens up his jawline to a degree where he's gonna snore. It doesn't mean he's got a milk allergy. It doesn't mean he needs some other herb.
And if I
All
go
it-
like this, I stop breathing.
And all it means is that Patrick, when you sleep on your side, you don't snore. If you sleep on
Yeah.
your stomach,
If you sleep on
don't
your side and
snore.
don't snore, but you do snore on your back, it's a soft palate
But it's
issue.
not just that.
Or a
He stopped
sinus issue.
breathing.
Yeah,
Algo.
when I
He
when I
stops
went to the
breathing when he's
doctor,
asleep.
they
He
said
doesn't stop
they
breathing.
said from
Uh-huh.
snoring so much, my throat hole is like that.
Dry.
Yeah.
It's that closed off.
It's your palate
Yeah.
just
Right.
before your. It's your palate. But so do you wake up and realize you weren't breathing and all of a sudden you're like, and then you start breathing
Yeah,
again?
yeah.
Yeah. That's another issue. That's actually in your brain. But your palate is can contribute. I'm like, can't get the word contribute out of my mouth.
I had a sleep study done, and you're right. It is the brain. My brain
Yep.
sometimes
Which is
tells
why
me to
Mullen can
stop
help.
breathing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Malia's right. That's a totally different issue. It doesn't have anything to do with your lungs. Like, it's your
Or your
brain
milk, or
telling your stuff to not. It's relaxed. You're relaxed just a little bit too much.
Which is why
So-
usually Mullen makes a difference with.
Or leave the clock radio on all night long and play music, and you will stop doing that.
I don't know.
True.
There was a few
It
days
is
ago I did it like
totally
50
I go to
times.
sleep.
No way. I've dealt with lots of people that do that, and they still ended up with the apnea.
Anyway,
Yeah, that.
There's a lot of people that suffer from this. A lot.
we are not doctors.
My
we
daughter
are
does
not
it too.
doctors.
Yeah,
We are not
No.
doctors.
we're not.
This is
We
not
are not
medical
giving out
advice.
any
I don't do it
legal
all the time.
information.
Just once in a while. But it's
We-
terrifying when it happens.
We are just joking around.
We are just researchers.
This is commentary on something we think
I
is
play
silly.
one in the bedroom.
We have not mentioned bats at all.
That's funny.
This
That
is
was
not meant to
very
diagnose,
funny,
treat, or
Chuck, yeah.
cure any disease. This is for entertainment purposes only.
There you
Bingo.
go.
There's the disclaimer.
Very good, thank you.
You're welcome.
Fair
But
use.
you know what? And the funniest part about this entire conversation for the last
Oh, I could use a good woman's touch. Chiropractor. Oh,
Just
by
go-
chiropractor? No.
your chiropractor.
No, Jennifer said, what about a chiropractor and a good neck massage and a really good pillow?
Oh, copy
If,
that.
it's a,
Just
if the
Chiropractors
neck, if
are
the
amazing.
neck massage is by a chiropractor, forget it.
go put a ring on rationality and knock it out, and you
I
guys
mean,
will
come
live
on.
happily ever after. But the whole
Sorry.
thing that was funny to me was for the past 10 minutes, we were talking about a whole bunch of potential things when you only nodded off for like a minute and a half. And you
Yeah.
snored a little bit, and it wasn't even
Yeah.
a big deal.
It was a few seconds.
Yeah.
And right, and so that's where before when
No, me and
Propagate.
Rationally, just to get it out, are besties.
Okay, that's fine.
Good. It should
And you
always
may-
start off that way.
Yes, and you might be
Just
husband
saying.
and wife pretty soon. But when Propagate and I were talking about the dream state,
Look at you, Algo. You're matchmaking.
and when Propagate and I were talking about the in-between state, if we all live that way and we don't know it, when we learn it, then all of the stuff we were just talking about is completely irrelevant, nonsensical bullshit. Because Patrick is dreaming himself sleeping, and we are dreaming watching him do that. And we made up all these things about all these things to stop and confront that, when in real reality, when we're sitting here right now, it doesn't even matter because he's wide awake and he's speaking with us.
Well, lucky for him, his camera was off, so we only got to hear it.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh my
Wow.
God.
I go back and watch any of my other
Wow,
shit. I fall
Algo.
asleep in all of them.
I know you do. And it's very fun and we love it. And that's kind of why we're here.
And honestly,
Boom
that's,
cracker.
that's the getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, like I have to do in 2 hours and 15 minutes.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm killing myself.
I know, man.
to
Did you get
bed.
some sleep
Huh.
after yesterday's
know.
sleep?
If you
Sure.
go to sleep, the thing will keep going, and
2
everybody
hours
else
sleep.
can
Yeah.
be
2 hours
fine.
sleep is nothing though. So Patrick, that was a question that somebody had about your willingness to stream when you have to get up so early. And I mentioned to her that it's kind of addictive when we get to be together in a place when everybody else kind of sucks, and we get to find each other and we get to share and we get to do these things. It's kind of addictive, and it's kind of hard to not do it.
No, I got a little bit of a different perspective on that, Algo, because from what I've seen with Patrick's streams, he's required to stream at certain timings. Like Spirit is requiring him to be open, and he is following the lead of that. He's putting in double hours on that one.
I don't know about the timing, whatever, but you're exactly right about when. Okay, I woke up to the Mandela effect in 2016. I went a whole year of trying to figure out what was happening to me, and in 2017, I started to see other people that were having the same thing going on YouTube, and by the end of 2017, I went through that whole year of 2017 of something. I don't know what it was, but it was bugging me and telling me that I had to start doing YouTube videos. And I'm like, I don't want to be on YouTube. I don't like, being in front of a camera, I'm laughing because everybody that knows me is going, yeah, right, you don't like being in front of a camera. That's funny. But anyways, there was something telling me I had to do YouTube videos, and I kept saying, no, I don't want to do them. And I've had my channel since 2009 and never made a video. And this is 2017. So by the end of 2017, I was like, okay, all right, fine. I'm going to do it. So I started doing it, and, it's kind of grown ever since, so I've been doing this for almost 4 years now, and I've met the most awesome people, like all you guys. And I consider you guys awesome, great friends, family. I consider you guys my family, and I don't have a lot of friends. I don't really have any friends, like friends besides you guys, obviously. But what you guys did for me after the fire, all of the Truther channels coming together and helping me out. My own friends that I had, not one
didn't do shit.
Well, yours too, Algo. Yours is kind of the same case, and I would say Danny's too. I haven't got to see much on the timing of Propagate This Light, but yours, Algo, too, is on a specific timeline. You come on when you're supposed to, for sure.
Yeah.
And
It's super
I think,
inconvenient, isn't
but
it?
you're right too in the aspect for most streamers out there, it's pretty much an addictive personality coming out. But that's us excluded from that. Those that are set to do this, that have been, like Patrick just said, put impressed by Spirit. We don't really want to. Like I freaking hate going in front of the camera. But
I still get nervous all the time.
It's time.
Wait a minute,
It's
Patrick.
time.
Wait a minute, Patrick. You get nervous before you stream?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
I get so nervous that I almost don't do it.
Oh, dude, you're so awesome. You should never, ever feel that way.
No, I mean, I'm
get
telling
it.
you,
I did too.
by doing these
my God, my heart
streams,
would race.
I have to do them because I'm destroying my ego at the same time.
Wow. Them some
And-
deep words there, Patrick.
Yeah.
Well, it literally is, because I'm putting myself out there, and I'm not the person. I'm not the type of. I mean, I always get along with people, but I am. I consider having a big ego, and I think this is part of tearing my ego down because of not wanting to. It's not that I don't want to stream. It's that I'm embarrassed. I'm, and here I am telling you guys this shit.
I don't want to like sound ignorant or anything, but like,
Self-conscious.
did someone tell you that? Because I get that zero from you, Patrick. I would never
Never.
ever
No,
hear
me
you
neither.
speak and think you have any kind of egotistical anything
Not even a
inside
little
of you.
bit. No.
I think maybe someone negatively gave you that impression.
Yeah, PTSD'd
It's
him up.
not true.
Yeah, basically everything I've done since COVID is doing it for myself.
What?
But
No.
I mean,
Like I'm trying to be a rebel, and it's not
or maybe
about.
you're just trying to be in a time where it's impossible nearly to be.
No shit. Good. Well said. Say that again, Danny. No, say it again. It's super important.
Yeah, okay. I hate repeating myself, but I will. Patrick, did you hear what I said? Because he's making me be cringy right now.
Say it
You're
again.
trying.
Be cringy.
Look, everybody, we're all feeling the same. We're screwed at the moment, and we all need that something. And you're just existing. You're trying to still grasp to your own being. And that's, I mean, look at what you're doing. Look how many people are sitting with you here still. And it's every night, I bet. I mean, every night I've caught your stream. People can't wait to come talk to you. That's not ego. You are making a warm, inviting place for other souls who are going through the same thing.
Yeah, no, I'm always afraid nobody's going to show up.
And say it again, Danny, though. Come
Shut
on.
up, shut up,
Say it
Batman.
again. No, say it again. Or I'm
You
going to say it again.
You go ahead. I'm gonna eat some more wasabi almonds because I'm a little addicted to wasabi.
Oh,
Muting.
do you have the blue diamond wasabi?
Yes, I do.
Have
And
you tried that?
this bag has like way extra wasabi, and so I'm loving it.
Have you tried the blue diamond habanero?
Wasabi.
No, but I love the truffle ones. I thought the rosemary ones were gonna be my favorite, but then I got the truffle ones. The garlic ones are funkalicious.
Slip into the jump.
Okay,
Slim
stop
Jim.
it. This is Patrick's moment. Shut up.
So
No, Patrick, dude. I mean, you're like the opposite of what you're saying.
And even though she won't repeat it again, you're sitting here, coming here to express and explore yourself, and you're doing it in a way that brings people who appreciate you, and they're doing the same thing at the same time. So I think that's a pretty powerful thing. And if it were 16 or 2,016 people who could understand that, the ones who are here who get to experience you are better for it. And it has nothing to do with your ego. You should never, ever be nervous. You are always among friends. And everybody who comes here, even if they don't talk or participate, they still have a great time. And they get to listen to Patrick and the people that come here. Is that pretty close? Smurfer, is that pretty close?
That was beautiful. I'm eating almonds, sorry.
No, but yeah, is that pretty close to what we were trying to tell them? Because if we judge ourselves in the way the world will judge us, we're fucked. And I apologize for the language. But if we each other in the way that we actually experience ourselves and each other, everything is fine.
You know, one of the biggest things that helped me to get out of that mindset was I was so self-conscious, and this came from verbal abuse from my parents, but when I was in school, especially middle school, I was so self-conscious of every detail of myself that I couldn't even be anything. I became my self-consciousness. And somebody said something. Yeah, well, somebody said something to me one day. They were like, you know what? First of all, it's none of your business what anybody thinks of you. That's their thoughts. And number two, everything that you're sitting there worrying that they're thinking, they're not worrying that. They're not even thinking that. They're sitting there thinking the same damn thing about everybody around them, Oh
about
my God, does
themselves.
everybody notice this zit on my cheek? Oh my God, does
Yep.
everybody notice that my pants are whatever? Everybody around you is experiencing the same type of self-conscious nervousness in a lot of situations, most situations. They're not fixated on you in the way that you're fixated on yourself.
Even as adults.
Well,
Yes.
I have something to say to that, Danny. When I was in high school, I'll just give you a quick example, see what you think about it. When I was in high school, I had a few pimples here and there. I have clear skin now.
I
But
was
at the
never
time,
without one.
Right. So
Me
I was in
neither.
class one. I was in class one day, and I was sitting at the table with some other guys that's in the class, and one of the guys pointed directly at me. All the guys turned and looked at me, and he said, because I had a pimple in front, in the middle of my forehead, and he pointed at me and said I looked like a unicorn. Everybody started laughing. So
Yeah, that's an influx of testosterone, and unfortunately, that happens with boys. And actually, like all of the abuse that you suffer from any other like young man
It
around
happens
your
with
age
girls worse.
is nothing compared to what the ladies do to each other.
Yeah, it happens with girls so much
We
worse.
go
It is
through
so
hell at
much
the hands of
worse.
each other.
It
Bitches
is
are mean.
girls
Bitches
are
are mean.
Terrible.
right? Oh my
Oh
god,
my
Danny.
God.
Like that's part of the reason I don't have very many girlfriends. Like I get along
Right.
with guys really
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
Throw me an auto mechanic shop and I am
Yep.
happy as
I
hell.
hear you. I have had so many jobs where I was the only female there.
Yeah, me
And I'm
too.
just one of the guys.
I'm
You know,
rocking
like,
it.
leave
Yeah.
me alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they'll walk up to you and say, "Are your boobs crooked?" And you'll be like, "What?"
I mean, not really.
I don't know
A
about
guy-
that.
guy-
Nobody's ever said that.
A
Yeah,
guy would
like,
never.
if
A
a
guy
guy
would
asks
never
me
say
about my
that.
boobs, I'm like,
Okay, so you're being
you wanna
sarcastic. Okay, I'm
touch
glad you
or
cleared that.
something? Like,
Right.
okay, yeah, they're boobs. Okay, yeah.
Hypothetical. A girl will look at you and say, "You're on your period, aren't you?" And even if you're not, they just say that to fucking try to undermine you. And
Right,
boys,
and this is the thing guys don't get. When a
boys don't
woman
do
wears
that.
like a shit ton of perfume, she ain't wearing it for the men. Okay.
You don't take a shower?
wait, you're giving out the
Well-
secrets.
Oh, dang it. No, that's like 20s behavior. I'll be 40 in like weeks.
No, I
I'm
could-
totally over
I-
that crap.
Right?
I was always good at telling.
Wardy, just a puppy.
Oh.
I was always good at reading people around me, not so much reading their futures or anything like that, but reading their aura. I could feel whether they're a good person or a bad person, or I could feel their emotions, and that was like my biggest problem throughout my whole life is
That's not a problem.
taking on other people's emotions. And I could tell whenever a woman was going through that little cycle, I could always feel that, you know.
I actually had to clear my throat there. I'm sorry. That was just bad timing. I got some food stuck in my esophagus. It happens.
So sometimes the gift is good, and sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
So good.
That's right. The second I said that's not a problem, I realized like wait, sometimes it's a big problem. When and that's what like this whole social distancing stuff is,
I can
obviously
only, I
there's
can
no
only tell when I wake up the next morning and look like the Joker.
but that's every morning, isn't it?
Dude, your brother is so funny. It makes me laugh.
Yeah.
I know,
that's
but he
good.
keeps
No, you're not
interrupting
getting it.
Melina. You need to listen to Melina.
Trucker Jim is
Malia.
I'm on lag again.
But it's good when you're on lag.
Take yourself out and bring yourself back in.
Trucker Jim has earned his Red Wings.
Malia, what were you saying?
I'm driving.
Dude, you're fine. But you've earned your Red Wings, clearly. And if anybody doesn't understand what that means, I apologize.
Yep.
He's not on like, he's just screwed with us.
Yeah, I know.
He laughed like hell when I said about the
I
Red
don't
Wings.
Shut up.
No,
Patrick has
no.
something to say. Look at his face.
Go,
Shut up.
Patrick.
No, I wanted to hear what Melina was going to say.
Okay, Malia.
Do you remember what you were talking about?
I don't, because the Joker came in. Fucked me all up. Like, shit, not him again.
We were talking about emotions and taking on other people's emotions. How that gets so draining and
yeah, you have to be careful on that one. That was a ways back though when we were talking about that, wasn't it? Or is that just me?
Yeah, it could be. I forget. A lot of people think I'm coming down with dementia because I forget so much.
No, that's
It
just
was like
me.
2 minutes ago for me, so maybe
No,
we
you
kind of
need
had like a weird shift thing there.
You need
It's
a
just-
metal detox, Patrick.
It's just no. It's
If you
just
find
I need a
someone-
lot.
Seriously,
I need a lot
though.
of detoxing.
Patrick, like you take it's really easy to do, but find yourself a good naturopath around you, somebody who can give you some advice on homeopathic medicines and do a heavy metal detox, which colloidal silver pretty much does it, but you can do a couple other things on top of that. Mullein is one of those that will help get heavy metals out of your bloodstream. And that whenever in cases of memory loss, even in the pharmaceuticals, the reason why pharmaceuticals is giving you cases of mental loss in that case, or memory loss, is because of the heavy metals getting into your brain.
Yeah, fucking gamma cut.
I'm driving southbound on I-65 at mile marker 65. There is a brush fire.
Sweet.
A what?
Did you
brush
start it?
fire.
Who started it?
Okay, I
Nice.
just wanted to report it just to make sure.
I am like I'm 4 miles. It's not me. I'm like too many miles from that.
Dan.
I am at least 4 miles from there.
Did you guys call 911 and tell them about it so they could
No, you stopped and looked at it. What are you talking about?
That's what he
What
was
was
just
it?
doing. He was reporting the fire. We just
That was
overheard
me.
it.
That
Oh,
was
copy
me.
that. Got it.
There was a brush fire on the side of the expo. Yeah.
Trucker
65 where?
GM,
Yeah.
He's
65
so
where?
responsible.
65 where? Trucker Jim?
65 southbound on at the 65 mile marker.
Oh, copy.
Oh, you're farther. You're way souther than me. You're souther than I am.
Too many 65s. I
Columbus,
call
Indiana.
false flag.
I know, right?
Oh, okay. So you're 65 miles from Louisville.
At least it's not the 30.
Yeah,
You're by
right.
that arched bridge. The bridge with the red arches on it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yes. That's the 68 mile marker.
One
Okay,
more
so you just
day,
passed that one.
50 years,
Very
and
good,
a
very
year
good.
with a heart. Sorry, Batman. The crooked lady part shocked me. That's from Walter.
Oh, yeah. Walter and I cleaned that up. He face palmed everybody, and I said some shit, and we're good.
Tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Walter just has his own language,
He does. And I'm
but he's
learning
never
it.
malicious.
No, never. And I'm learning
There's not
it.
a
and
there's not a bad thought in that person. Like,
there's
it's
not.
all
And
love and sunshine.
He's just super
I was gonna
sensitive.
say that's weird because I've always seen nice comments coming from him.
yeah, and
Yeah.
he and I are learning it, and we're figuring it out. So everybody else leave Walter and me just to do our thing, and everybody will be happy.
Algo reached his in between state.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I'm not there. I'm not there.
I lived most of my
Jennifer.
life within probably just a couple miles of Walter and never met him in person.
Jennifer.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep. Isn't that wacky?
So
That's-
Jennifer says, just look at the labels on women's clothing. A size large is actually kind of small. If it's made in China, a man a few years ago did a great video showing how clothing labels have changed. He was encouraging his wife. I know if you order something from China, you're gonna get. If you want
Or
a
Mexico.
1X, you better order a 3X.
Yeah, Japan too. Like everything on like online now that looks Japanese, you
Yeah.
gotta have like 2 sizes up. You're not. It's like
Yeah.
you're gonna give it to a child. But I didn't want to say anything, but Patrick, right when you started reading that comment, you have been live for 3 hours, 33 minutes, and 33 seconds.
Of course he
Ooh.
is, because he's
Oh,
that kind of Illuminati bastard.
Yeah.
Illuminati
Oh,
confirmed.
Illuminati confirmed, Patrick. You've sucked us
Where
in.
is the damn money?
We're in trouble.
Let us
Where's
see
the-
your pupils, Patrick. Do you have slit pupils? You hiding behind that hologram?
Do you have the
Hey,
cat eyes?
in 2018, we were doing the Mandela
Listen,
Effect
man.
channel. We were doing ME24, which is a Mandela Effect 24-hour live stream. One of us out of the community would live stream for an hour, and then the next person would take over. Da 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 da. And we got into this. I don't know. Maybe year into this, we started seeing people with hexagon pupils. So we were checking each other out to see who had hexagon pupils, and I was pulling up hexagon pupils. Huh? What does that mean?
It means you all bought into the ride. So can I ask my friend Danny to do something? I dropped a link into the private chat of the StreamYard, and my computer can't play this video, but hers can, and it won't give you a copyright strike. It'll give you a copyright notice. But do you care if she plays a video that I think is super important for everybody to see?
Well, didn't he just say he had 2 strikes?
No, it won't give him a copyright strike. It'll give him a copyright notice.
What is
Patrick's not monetized. It's
That's
not going to be
different.
a community guideline strike. It's not going to.
Yeah, but if he's already got, oh yeah,
it won't.
I mean,
won't
I get
do anything.
copyright
No, it
claims
won't.
every time I upload
Yeah,
something.
it's just a claim. Yeah.
It's a claim.
A claim
Yeah.
means it's copyrighted, but the
different.
people don't mind making commercial money off of you,
Yeah,
so you
no.
let you go ahead and play it.
Yeah.
So, Danny, can
Yeah, I
you,
don't care. I don't care. I was gonna try pulling it up here, but it doesn't.
Oh,
It won't let me. So
I'm
Pure
sorry. I muted the YouTube page
my
because I got a really
sweetheart.
bad echo.
everybody?
I'm
Go ahead.
always excited when Darius shows up. Like her
ahead,
timing is
propagate.
amazing.
Well, that
Just
now
have to
so if
say
somebody
that.
wants to grab the link and play it, or
I've got. So am I playing it then? You want me to do that?
Smurfer's going to play it. It's an amazing. Listen to the lyrics and go ahead and play it, Danny.
All right, I'm figuring this out because I'm
And-
playing it and I hear nothing. Oh, I wonder if it. Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna play it and then you'll have to tell me if you hear anything because I just checked it and I heard nothing. But it must be a setting I haven't figured out with this new beautiful Blue Yeti microphone that I got the other day.
Oh, and by the way, Danny, Patrick is a hologram. That light that's next to Pat is actually projecting Pat, and that's why he's frozen.
Oh, is that why he's got that weird like silver aura going on right now?
yes.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Kinda like-
wait till
I
he
usually
turns
only see
light
that on
red.
trees.
Green
Have you
Lantern.
seen his red lights?
Green Lantern.
I like the red one. I like the red one the best, Patrick.
That
Your
golden
red-
glow.
your red
it
light?
gave him- Oh, he's look,
See?
he's like, oh, they caught me.
He
I'm
went in-
dipping
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
They're on to me.
He's like, I'm out of here. Freaking leprechaun.
You're not getting me, pot of gold.
Shit. He's like, turn your red on.
Patrick is working close with the algorithms, huh?
I can't play the video until he comes back and approves it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tell us
He'll be
about it,
back.
Aljo. Tell us why is it important to you?
It's important to me. It's important to everybody else. You gotta
Well-
listen to the lyrics. You have to really absorb the lyrics of the song. And it's the reason it's not important to me is because it's something I already understand, and not very many people have heard something like this in a way that
Okay.
can touch them to say, "Oh crap, really?" So,
All right. Cool.
Sorry, loud typing.
No, Jim, get your brothers back in here.
So when's Doc Michael gonna get in here and talk? Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
He has the cutest
Come on, Doc.
expenses,
I'm
though.
right here.
Doc is a man of very important energy, but very few words.
I know, I
well.
know, and it's important to hear from him.
It's probably more important to experience him than hear from him, I would say.
Yeah. I think his words are
agree.
for, I don't know, for who he
Doc-
gives them to, I suppose.
Doc doesn't.
Yeah.
The one time I think I heard Doc on a stream, and I'm
You're
trying to
greatly
be
blessed.
I'm trying to be honest about it. I think the one time I actually heard Doc's voice, it was so brief and it was powerful. But what Doc gives us by not talking, like I talk my head off and I'm nonsensical, and after a while people are like, fuck that guy, he just talks too much. But Doc brings more by not talking than I bring by talking. So.
Well, he's got to oil the machine. That's what he's doing.
I'm just fascinated to meet him. I want to meet him, like hear his voice.
Wow.
That's something you got to do on your own channel on your own time. That's
I know,
that's
but he
yeah.
doesn't even know about my channel. I just see him
Of course
looking
he
around
does.
others.
Doc knows
Nobody
everything.
knows about my channel. My channel's tiny.
Malia, Doc knows everything.
He's everywhere at all times.
So you literally can't play it until Patrick comes back?
Yeah.
He has to approve it. If I go to share screen, he has to
Yeah, he has
put
to
it
approve.
into the stream.
Oh, Patrick, where are you, buddy?
I just got word that the hologram is asleep and snoring right now.
But this is the part where we reprogram the Matrix. Shh, don't say that too loud.
With any luck, yeah.
The hologram.
Oh, but his brother is here. He's going to tell him.
I know.
He can't because he's driving the truck.
Jim,
Can't-
let us see your pupils.
Jim, can you just text him? And
I'm
say,
not telling
"Well,
him shit.
Oh, well, he's got to
Ooh,
be here
baby.
in order to let Preliminal in. Like,
That's
Yeah,
right.
Preliminal came back.
that's
There he is.
okay.
There's
He
the,
let
there's a
Preliminal
hologram.
in.
Dude, I've been waiting on you.
Wow, that was weird.
My fucking
Oh.
computer.
Preliminal came
died.
preliminarily.
So, Patrick, can you approve Danny's screen share, and can everybody meet up so we can watch a video?
Aw,
It
thanks,
must
Doc.
be rather important.
I don't have a screen share in here.
No, I'll show you. Well, you'll see. I will request to share screen, and then
Okay.
it'll look like somebody else is joining, and you'll just have
Okay.
to click to allow it.
And literally, really just focus on the lyrics. Her voice is beautiful, but listen to the lyrics. Doesn't change your life. I will give you your money back. Refunds are available at the end of the stream.
All right. Let me know when you're ready. And if you don't hear it, tell me, because I can't hear it.
Oh yeah, we hear it.
I hear it.
I hear it.
Life, it's ever so strange. It's so full of change. Think that you worked it out, then bang, right out of
God
the
damn,
blue.
you're a cutie.
Something happens to you to throw you off course, and then you break down. Yeah, you break down. Well, don't you break down? Listen to me. Because the right, it's just the right. No need to run, no need to hide. It'll take you round and round. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down.
Oh.
The right, it's just the right. Don't be scared, don't hide your eyes. It may feel so real except that there's no getting off.
Oh my God.
So living, you gotta go with it. 'Cause it's right, never gonna stop, 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 stop. Break down, don't you break down. No need to break down, no need at all. Because it's alright, it's just alright. No need to run, no need to hide. It'll take you all around. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. It's just alright, it's just alright. Don't be scared, now dry your eyes. It may feel so real inside, but don't forget, enjoy the ride. It's just alright, it's just alright. No need to run, no need to hide. It'll take you all around. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. It's just alright, it's just alright. Don't be scared, now dry your eyes. It may feel so real inside, but don't forget, enjoy the ride.
Now that was Enjoy the Ride.
Oh my
How did you
God.
like the ride?
I am literally in love.
Too bad I didn't hear a damn thing.
We heard.
Oh,
Tracker.
you didn't hear it? We heard it. I'm
No,
sorry.
I couldn't hear
Andy.
Oh,
anything. I'll have to go listen to it later.
Yeah, do click that video, but that seems to be the truth of our experience from where I see it. And if you can understand the lyrics and understand the song, then all the shit that they're trying to feed us and give us and manipulate us, it just goes away. And then you don't have any anxiety, you don't have any pain, and everything's fine.
Right, right.
Easy
I
as
see,
that, huh?
I see
Easy
Walter
as
Williams-
that.
Danny, that's you?
That was Danny. That was Danny's video.
I see Walter Williams enjoy that
Oh,
vibe.
no. Tracker.
No, I'm
Oh
just kidding,
my
Trucker.
God,
Jim.
you
I'm,
are
I'm,
so
No, that's not me.
beautiful.
Fuck's sake.
I'm kidding, Trucker. Jim. That's not it.
No.
Oh,
But she is beautiful, Trucker Jam.
She's
I was gonna say, holy Toledo.
She's actually
Holy
cuter than
shnikes.
she's actually cuter than Jem.
Oh, whatever.
No, you
Yeah.
are, but the point of the whole video was it's just a ride. Don't take it so seriously.
Do you know?
Go ahead.
Oh
Jim.
yeah, no, I get that. No, she kind of reminds me of the oldest sister in what was that with Schneider?
You talking about Charmed?
What was that TV series back in the 70s and 80s?
Oh, well, shit.
One day at a time.
Damn it.
One day at a time.
No,
yeah,
one day at a
Mackenzie
time.
Phillips. Mackenzie Phillips. Or
Yeah,
was it?
That was it. One. Yeah,
Well, yeah, one
Mackenzie
day at a time.
Phillips. That's who
Yeah,
she
there you go.
reminded me of.
She looks a lot like her, absolutely.
Valerie
though that
Bettinelli,
poor-
no.
No, Mackenzie Phillips, even though she was horribly abused by
Oh my God.
all of the people who effed her up but she was a dope addict at 16 because she had sexual abuse
I know.
it's
Yeah.
horrible. But if anybody is still here and
Yeah,
you
it's a
didn't get to
typical
hear that
Hollywood
song,
story.
yeah, if you didn't get to hear that song, Doc Michael dropped the link in the chat. Go back, watch it again, listen to the lyrics, and tell me that that's probably not a partial huge truth drop about the reality we experience.
I just uploaded a video to see if it would get a claim or a strike or anything. And I forgot I did that. All right, let's see what it says. Oh, crap. I uploaded it to Smurfer channel. Shoot.
There you go. Boom, you're fucked again. Sorry, Patrick.
Copyright claim. Video
Yes, copyright claim, but not a copyright
ineligible
strike.
for monetization. Oh, it's not blocked.
It's not a strike. It's not blocked. It's just
I don't know. Like, I have another one that's kind of a thing. If it's, I can just, you know what? I can just play it on my channel. I can, like, upload it so nobody, I don't have to play it right now.
Right.
But it's about they talk about chemtrails, and then they talk about breathing something in that makes you go crazy.
What's the name of the song?
A brand new chemtrail. Somebody
That's the
showed me the
name?
video a few years ago. No, it's Bellicoso. Like,
The Pat hologram is malfunctioning, y'all.
oh.
Absolutely. Propagate. You bounced in and hit mute, but yeah, absolutely. The hologram is malfunctioning, clearly, or the Mandela effect wouldn't be a thing.
Right. Yeah, see.
Patrick, you're muted.
No wonder why I couldn't get a word in edgewise.
He had all those things to say.
So, Patrick, what did you think of that video?
What?
What did you think of that video, Patrick?
I thought it was really good, and I do think that it basically is a ride because everything here is fake. It's beautiful here, but it's all fake, and it is beautiful here. A lot of beautiful scenery, but we know that this reality is crumbling. The veil is dropping, and we're learning a lot about ourselves, and like Malaya said, and who we really are.
Dude, that's the only reason we even came here. We didn't come here. We didn't come here to go work at Walmart or to go toil in the dirt or to work for another guy. I mean, no, all that stuff is nonsense. We came here to figure that part out, which you said very well. We came here to learn about ourselves, learn what this place was and how we interact with it. And I can tell you, your stream gives that to so many people in ways that I don't know that you know, but it's the reason that I've been sitting here with you for a couple of hours. Because, I mean, that's the deal, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
and look at all the people that are here. Look at all the people that are here with us.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Propagate the Light is like 175 IQ genius who is sitting here talking to us. Danny is one of the most creative, intelligent, authentic people I've ever met. Trucker Jim is dialed into the real world application of what it is to be a human. Malia is living in two worlds at the same time. And so is Prelim is living in that same place. And we're all here hanging out with you because you provided this space. And everybody in chat, I mean, holy cow. Bit of Venom, Brenda Mitchell, A. Chavia, Walter Williams, Doc Michael. I mean, Doc Michael's a legend. He's here. All these people are at this place with us right now because we are reaching for our own humanity and trying to figure out what the fuck we're doing here and why we're here. And I think you give us a great platform, Patrick. So with that, I'm going to zip it up. If anybody else, I'm going to mute up.
No,
Go ahead.
Cool.
Thank you, Algo, for that.
Cool.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, Algo. That's very sweet.
That was beautiful.
Very good.
Very
good.
well.
Very cool.
Very well said.
Hey, Patrick, you know what? I think you're
What?
super sleepy.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna have to step out pretty quick because I'm hitting that in between zone. Like,
Why
you
don't
might
we?
hear me snoring pretty soon, but I
I
don't
hear
snore.
somebody snoring.
Yeah, I gotta get up in I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours. So
Why don't we end it with
I still
another...
got 3 hours left.
Yeah.
Jim's like, wait, don't go.
Why don't we end it with another conspiracy song? I mean, another
the long
totally
haul
made
left.
up fictional
The last
song,
3
and then
hours.
you click end. You click end stream. Second it's over, and nobody prevents you from
Yeah,
sleeping.
okay. Yeah, we can do that. And
Is that a good idea? And then you know it's bedtime, night.
It's a great idea. Great idea.
And let's all come back tomorrow.
I gotta go.
As soon as we can, Patrick.
Sounds
I'm
good.
going back to the song.
Yeah,
And I
I'll be on
uploaded it
tomorrow
to my
too.
own
Well,
channel to
maybe.
make sure that
The
it would
next
not
day?
give you a strike.
It won't give you a strike, Patrick.
Let's
No,
all
I just
come back.
uploaded it to my channel and it's fine.
If not tomorrow, let's all come back the next day. Okay?
Sounds good, Patrick.
All right, here it
Thank
is.
And hey, before we go, before you play that, Danny,
Yep.
thank you, Patrick.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for coming on.
Yep,
And
a big
thank
thanks
you, chat.
everybody.
Love you guys and stay vigilant.
And thank you, Trucker Jim.
Thank you, bro. Love you, man.
Drive
Love
safe.
you too. Take,
From me to
take care of
everyone else.
yourself.
Hey,
Thank you.
thanks
Drive
everybody
safe.
for keeping me awake.
Thanks, everybody.
Hey, you stay
Rockstar.
awake there, huh?
Oh yeah, you and I got to talk soon. I got something to tell you.
Oh,
Hey,
sweet.
cool.
Trucker Jim,
I'm sure
Flame
you
Malia.
do.
All right.
Prelim.
here we go.
Awesome. Go, Danny.
Night, everybody.
Night, guys.
Night, night.
Night, guys.
Rock
Night.
steady. I love that.
Good night.
Night. Night, night.